Hey guys. So let's talk a bit about what's actually going on, and let me get you caught up. Let me get you caught up to speed with what we've been dealing with and what's been going on lately. So let me just get to the point here really quick. But let's also just make sure everything's on the screen and you can see everything. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay. So let's talk a bit about this. Let me just get this on the screen for you. Actually, it's kind of small anyway, right? Let's just make it the size of the screen as its own. All right, so sec. I'll be ready here in a minute, and we'll get started on what is actually going on. You may want to listen to this. Okay. Hey, 365. Appreciate you being here. So, there was a legitimate emergency message, which I didn't know because what happened was the emergency message, I couldn't, like, it literally just, like, exited off my screen too quick. I couldn't actually read what it said. However, I have found out what it was talking about. So apparently, right around when I was doing this, as you see above, the 911 system across the state went down. That's right. The 911 emergency system across Pennsylvania went down when I was doing this. So, let me explain what's actually happening here, because there's a lot of stream interference, and when I'm live on the mobile, this becomes somewhat difficult. 365, are you still with us? I'm wondering if YouTube's causing a problem for views or something like that, so we can't see who's actually in here. I'll be honest with you, I really hope officials are paying attention, because I've been calling this, and I knew this was going to happen eventually. Not this specifically, but I always knew that this was the whole point. Terrorists in other countries are plotting an attack from within. It's going to happen. And they're trying to get enough data to orchestrate this and make this happen. Basically, what I've been trying to tell you for a long time is that it's very interesting that all these trackers and all these things, these bots and stuff that are really toxic seem to do well on this platform, and that seems to trend. Well, there's a reason for that. And it's not with everybody. It's just with certain people. Certain people who have maybe been harassed and have been exposed to certain things. And so basically what happens is, just because somebody is a victim, now the system knows this. And so basically what they do is they use YouTube's system and Google's trackers to then start attacking and always tracking these people that were exposed. So when I get on here and I start bitching about this and that, please understand, a lot of the time that I'm doing this, I'm trying to get the attention of the people that I'm either calling stupid or berating, because the point is, I'm not actually saying that to you. I want these scammers to be triggered. A lot of what I do on here, like you guys know that, like, I've said certain things about pen testers and stuff. Like, I don't actually think those things. Like, the whole point is that I see something going on that looks weird, so then I use this to prove, again, to myself and document that, yeah, YouTube will start trending the stream conveniently as I'm bitching about this one thing, this one person, specifically this subject, for some strange reason. But if I bitch about other things, they detrend the stream, and then some other things that I bitch about, they don't. So this was what I noticed, and I noticed a huge disruption where I get attacked and something breaks, where there's no explanation for it. I've built computers since I was fucking 7 years old, basically. Like, I've been building computers for a long fucking time. If I can't fit, like, essentially, if I'm saying to you that my phone is getting data and is connected to a network with everything turned off, somebody has weaponized this. So, again, what you do is you complain, flags the system, cookies, trackers, alerts the person in charge of that thing, I guess. That person does something, causes a problem, and then now this person that's probing the system gains information about that person because that person then looked into this thing. So, in a nutshell, what's happening, and I've already explained this at exhausted length, and I really wish people would have taken it seriously before it got to basically an IT problem, they're saying, where 911 emergency is completely down across the state. Okay, again, at the exact same moment that this happened, I was in right here bitching about police, streaming, and again, this device is constantly connected to AT&T's network, even though it isn't. Okay. None of these buttons are on. None of them. None of them. It's all turned off. Yet I'm looking right here at an AT&T. You see that? It says AT&T. It doesn't say no service. I can look at my entire email list. I can see my entire Facebook. No data. Hey, there's no Wi-Fi going through this. There's no MOBA data going through this. It's all off. And now they have successfully broken airplane mode. Yeah. So anything you do to disrupt that doesn't matter. So earlier when I was streaming this and I was getting the attention and stuff, I didn't expect them to take down the 911 service, but I kind of thought they would, you know, show up or do something. And the point is, why isn't anybody even paying attention? Why isn't anybody doing anything with this? I've been calling this out for freaking ever. I'm the one that takes the hits. I'm the one getting attacked. There's literally a gigantic fucking cell phone tower right behind there, where I was. And again, all they're doing is, as I bitch, for some reason the system flags to get these police to become aware and stuff like that. Notice how people suddenly the trackers are starting to, if I talk about somebody specific, suddenly you see my stream. That was always supposed to be, like, the whole point was to eventually get you to realize that they're showing you the stream at real convenient times, aren't they? So, yeah, their police are sitting there maybe on break or whatever. I don't know, but I guarantee you they're doing it with your phone. Just like they're doing it with mine. And they're hijacking your phone to disrupt the 911 service. And again, I can't even tell you the number of people that I have talked to that have said they had the exact same issue with AT&T. And they're thinking about switching to another provider, you know, like it's going to somehow change anything. For the love of God, don't fucking do that. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. That scammer is a scammer is a scammer is a scammer. That money mule is the type of person where he can go get a job anywhere. He has all these skills. He makes shitloads of money, and he pretends to be somebody at a company. He probably does the job too, so because he has to. But meanwhile, he's sitting there and he's selling data on the side, and he's fucking around with this shit. And there's people running whole operations off this. And I think it's real interesting how we're a vertical stream and we're seeing zero concurrence, like basically you're indicating YouTube is interfering with the stream. They are intentionally not showing this stream to people. Completely interfering with the stream. So basically, yeah, they're sitting here trying to detrend this so you guys don't know what's going on. You don't find out about this stream. And stuff like that, even though we're in a vertical stream, and you know, we're right in there. So basically, that's the point. Is you know, to interfere and to cause interference and to learn eventually how to use this to attack people. And cause you know, like cause terror attacks. So give me a sec here. We're gonna look at this, but yeah, YouTube's full of shit. And then right below my streams, we have scammers. Right below my streams, we have scammers. Right below them. That's right below my stream on the swipe feed. All I did was swipe twice. Right below my stream. So this is the point. YouTube and Google draw them in. It's Facebook, it's YouTube, it's Google, it's TikTok, it's everything. These people, it's not just TikTok. They're using YouTube too. I've been fucking telling you this. YouTube's trying to pretend like it's not happening. YouTube is trying to pretend like it ain't happening. But you know how, like, it came out that they were using TikTok and stuff like that? Yeah, well, they're doing the same thing with YouTube. It's the same. They're doing it with Facebook. It's the same. Okay? And the attack today, again, so conveniently placed right around the time when I'm doing this. You even hear the alert come over the stream. Fascinating stuff. So. But this is too terrible. You know, I was doing an upload about how the local police, the local authorities in this area are just absolutely stupid. They don't do anything. They don't police anything. They don't listen. And here I am driving around in the parking lot where a car was set on fire, blown up, on purpose. True. And I have already seen like 3 to 4 illegal fucking things. This truck that you're looking at in front of you has expired inspection tags and is parked in 2 fucking spaces. Yep. That car that you're looking at, that fucking... And the point is, I was raising a real big ruckus. I was swearing. I was like, you know, like that was the whole point. And conveniently... So the point is, if you're a cop and you know that you're watching the stream, and I've been warning you, and I've been warning all of you not to watch the streams, you know, for various reasons here and there from a phone. Meanwhile, this is what you're doing. You're sitting here and you're buying into YouTube's bullshit that they're not behind all this. That Google isn't behind all this. That they don't fucking know everything that's going on right now. And they couldn't immediately just help. Easily. You know, basically getting stalked, doxxed, and harassed all over YouTube's platform for an entire year. And then this person disappears, not removed, allowed to do illegal shit all over here, stalking, harassing, threatening, making death threats, all kinds of shit. Meanwhile, he's allowed to just do all these toxic, disgusting things where it's very clear he's into identity theft and fraud. And not only that, he then is allowed to remove that content and hide and like just changes the look of his channel and start hiding and still exist on the platform. They never took him down. Meanwhile, people are actually being stalked and stuff and harassed. And this is kind of going on in real life. And, you know, again, as I'm talking about all this, it escalates. They gain more control over my phone over time. Like I said, I put my phone in a Faraday bag. For those of you who don't know, a Faraday bag is a bag that blocks all wireless frequencies that would come, again, they're specifically designed to block mobile frequencies and Wi-Fi frequencies. Like the whole point of that bag is to literally make sure it blocks those signals. When I put my device in a Faraday bag and it's not even blocking the signal, but it blocks the mobile signal, we got a fucking problem. Yeah, when I have full Wi-Fi signal, completely full Wi-Fi signal with my device in a Faraday bag, and the mobile signal is cut completely, nothing, we've got a problem. Because, again, that Wi-Fi signal should at least be disrupted. It shouldn't be full fucking service. This Wi-Fi signal, I have never, ever, 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 ever in years seen that signal change whatsoever. It is maxed to the max. It is being amplified. It's being used. My phone is always connected to the internet. Again, it always says AT&T at the top. Every last one of these buttons is not chosen. And let me show you this. I'll turn on dark mode so that you can see if I press this button what color it turns. Can you not see that? Alright, I'll turn dark mode off so you can see it. So now, see how what color it is? Okay, I'm gonna push this button. See how it changes color? Okay, that was me turning it on. Okay, it's been off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off now. And again, it should say no service, yet it clearly says AT&T at the top. And again, as I've already told you, I can sit here and I can load my entire Facebook fucking timeline like it's nothing. Why can I load my entire Facebook timeline, watch videos? Why is that? Yet again, I don't have a single connection to the internet. Why? Why is that? Look, here's a video playing. Here's just a video playing with no internet. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Fascinating. Almost like, again, somebody's using my device to attack people. And I've been fucking trying to tell you this. They're using your device. They're using my device. They're using all these devices. They're using other people's devices to fucking burn cars down and shit. Do you literally not see this? No, nothing connected. Nothing. Again, if I would turn something on, it would look like that. See? And then the signal connects, and then it says, oh, now it's connected. Even though, again, I can load... I don't have some things. Yeah, I don't have some things. Right, like, obviously I can't load... Obviously they're restricting some things, but why can I load my entire Facebook timeline? Why can I see my entire email list? Why are all my emails loading? Every single last one. I'm not gonna show you my emails, but literally, like, I can scroll through my entire email list. That's what I'm doing right now. I can literally send a text message. I can send a text message. Why can I send a text message when my mobile data and my Wi-Fi is turned off? All of it's turned off. This phone is completely cut off from everything. I can turn on airplane mode and send a text message. That's right. I can turn on airplane mode and I will have internet. Ready? Airplane mode. See it? Airplane fucking mode. I have internet. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. It's amazing how airplane mode and I have internet. And again, nothing's changed. I didn't change it. I didn't suddenly like do anything. This is the point. It's constantly connected. It's being used. It's amplified. Those cell towers behind that fucking Walmart, they're being used. Trust me. Oh, trust me. Those goddamn cell towers behind that Walmart, trust me, they're being used. And so are all these other fucking cell towers that they're pinpointing and using. With this. They're just figuring out where the towers are. They're using them to do attacks. They're trying to figure out how to do that. And they've been doing it. And all you're doing is confirming it. I've been trying to confuse the shit out of them. No, the media just went and covered all this. Oh, big IT issue conveniently right around when I'm doing this fucking stream right above your head. Right when I'm on YouTube bitching about how stupid the effort of police are, yada, 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 and intentionally getting the system to track what I'm saying, conveniently. Didn't take long, did it? And again, remember, I got an alert, and there's all this interference. There's interfering with my device, like, non-stop. And I took all these screenshots to show you I had 5G, full fucking service. Meanwhile, my bit rate wasn't even close. Not even close to what it should have been. So, let's get to that. Here is one of them. Here's one of them. And here is an example of, you'll see 5G plus right there. You see that? 5G plus. My bitrate's 2400. Yet it was set to 6000. Huh? Huh? So 5G plus full service. And my bitrate's cycling down to, well, but then it never stopped, right? That was just non-stop interference. The more I talk about how stupid police are and stuff like that, conveniently, we have all this interference. Okay, so here it is again, a little bit later. 5G plus full service, as you can see. Bam! 1,952. Fucking ridiculous. 5G full service. Bam! 2,000. Fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna get a different number that still says 2,000. Here's one that just says 5G full service without the plus, but still 5G full service. And it even says transmission unstable, and they're just literally sitting here trying to cause a problem for the device. So, as you can see, 5G full service. Just fucking lying. "5G full service." And notice that it pushes people out of the stream. Notice the 0. It pushes people out of the stream too, to detrend the stream so people don't find out and become aware. Transmission unstable, 1200. This is the point. They just don't want people to become aware. It had nothing to do with detrending my channel. It was more about like the awareness, because I was talking, making people aware and about what was going on and stuff. So basically, like, 365 is in the stream, and you can see it was in the stream, but then it's just like 0, 0, 0, 0. Hold on. Here we go. Continuing to happen. 5G plus full service. Transmission unstable. 5G plus full service. Transmission unstable. 1,800 for a bitrate? Doesn't make any fucking sense. 5G plus full service. 1,000. Again, the bitrate was set to 6,000. And I've already proven to you guys this doesn't happen when I stream privately. So that's why they did this. They started doing something where it's never disconnected now, so that they can fuck with it. Remember, I can stream privately and none of this happens. Remember? That was what I was showing. So they furthered this by making sure I couldn't do that. 5G full service. 2,777. 5G, one less bar than full service, and it's even higher than it was. So basically that's it cycling back up after they were done fucking around. 5G full service cycling down again to 2,000. With the interruptions. Again, that's just too low. That's ridiculous. It's just non-stop. 5G full service, 1,700. It just continues. 5G full service, 2,000. Again, they're just cycling it super low so that they can instantly cut out what I'm saying. So that way... Because I was talking about some important things. Here we go. 5G full service, 700. 5G full service, 700. 100. Ridiculous. Here's an example of it cycling back up to at least 4,000, just to show you that it's at one point at least at 4,000. I can show you plenty of examples of it being at 6,000 plenty of other times if you like. But 5G full service, 4,000. Yeah, it can handle though. Handles it no problem. When I do 4,000, the same thing happens. Like if I lower it and I play around with it, just so that you know, we're talking about an expert that's been sitting here building computers all his life. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and just accept one answer. Okay, like obviously I've been trying this forever. Okay, so like this is why like the scammers want to count on like quick dismissive things to confuse you. Okay, so like this is why like I'll delete comments and I'll just shut people up really quick, because the scammers will use that as a justification. Somewhere along the way, they will have showed you some video or some misinformation or something like that with all this tracking that's going on, again, because they are monitoring you, as I've stated that they are doing to me. And what they're doing is they're using what you're justifying on Facebook, as I was already explaining. These people were, you know, I remember a while back somebody was talking about the power lines around here and stuff like that, because I was talking about a power issue and stuff, and they didn't know what the fuck they're talking about. They literally just have no idea about anything out here because they live out in Lancaster. They don't know anything about around here. And basically I had talked about something that had just been going on, and I was talking about how frequent it was happening, how ridiculous it seems, and again how they had just cut back all the trees, and I had just literally driven all over looking for any evidence of anything causing that problem or anything. And so like you know, like the whole point is that I did my due diligence to make sure that wasn't the case. But this other quick dismissive asshole on social media that typically agrees with Trump, let's be honest, this is the point. This is what they were doing, and they were just like, yeah, but this, and just something quick dismissive and stuff like that to shut up anything I was saying about, you know, like literally this is just how these people are. They start arguments. So basically, this is the point. This scammer and this network of people that is organizing this, it's not a scammer. It's literally another country trying to organize attacks and stuff like that. They are literally sitting here using all of this data and manipulating you to, you and you to think this way, so that way you're here at this time and you believe this and you think this way. And I'm there at that time and I'm thinking that way. They are manipulating the whole fucking thing. So again, this is why at various times you say something in quick dismissive, even if it sounds question form. A lot of times I have to remove that because, again, I've already covered that basis. It's quick dismissive. What you're doing is you're looking at fastidial. You're being an asshole that's looking at a 39-year-old and not treating him like a 39-year-old. I get it. I've gotten this my whole life. I'm used to it. But just stop already. All right, I'm done with it. This is what they count on. They count on the fact that they're using me and other people like me because all you do is discredit based on fastidial things. You judge on the surface. They know this about you, so they use it. And to the fucking asshole that had some really quick dismissive, couldn't you this, and this, and this, stop being an asshole. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about how rude that sounds. You're being dismissive to what I have been proving and showing this entire time. And all you're doing is sitting back and coming to a quick conclusion about something you know nothing about. So shut up. Seriously. You have to. Or you're like, seriously, this is what's going to happen. This is what I was always worried about. Because they're using you. Like, this is the point. Just as this was happening, we get this alert. The whole statewide system goes down. Just as I was conveniently bitching about how stupid the effort of police are, conveniently after my mom's car was blown up in their parking lot. And meanwhile, they have some gigantic ass fucking cell phone towers behind there. All this interruption as I'm streaming today. All this interruption, all these this obviousness. So this is why and the troll that stalked me for a long time is in here. I'm sure you see the like going up and down. That's the guy that stalked and doxed my entire family on here for an entire year, and he has the audacity to come in here and do that right now. I'm hiring a private investigator. So regardless of whether or not anybody is doing anything or now or anything like that, don't worry. The ex-CIA guy that we're working with, I think he's gonna cut it. I think he's gonna look into this and have an answer. So, you know, you can just sit here and you can press that button all you want. It's just gonna leave a data trail for him. That's all it's gonna do. Yeah, you've been sitting there like, unlike. You know how much you've been doing that? He's gonna find you so quick with that. You've been sitting there doing that for fucking so long. You've been sitting there doing that for so fucking long. You see this, guys, right? You see it? You see this, right? Uses a real name, uses somebody's real name, doxes somebody by their real first name in chat. Comes in here, uses little nicknames like Honey and stuff like that. So you see how we were able to trigger that response? Did you see that, how that worked there? So this is kind of the point. So that's what I wanted to show you. You need to really quick look at this account. Like real fucking quick. Because again, before he changes that, removes that, does whatever to it again, this parking lot is where somebody orchestrated a very carefully planned attack with the intent to learn how to do this on further vehicles, on further people, and to possibly do this to the President of the United States. The entire statewide system went down conveniently as I was in the parking lot doing all this, and this person feels so fucking triggered to come in chat. So triggered that they have to do this. They have to like say these things. So just recognize that, and then we'll go from there. So I'm calling out illegal stuff, you know, the police aren't doing whatever. You know, like the whole point is to get this response. You know, you see in chat right now, you see it. The whole point is to get the person the surface to, you know, and again, obviously I didn't expect them to take down the goddamn 911 service, but yeah, I thought a tree might fucking go up in flames or something. Like, they're clearly harnessing a signal to do it with malicious intent. Like, you not get that? Do you not see what's happening? It's malicious intent with signal. And we are in a signal secret war. You know this, right? The government doesn't want you to know, and they're constantly lying. So to everybody that's trying to investigate this and figure out why we're being attacked, the government's lying to you. No, they know this is going on. They know this is going on. I wonder why you made reference to a hot tub. Is it because that you knew that the repair guy was here today? And you were listening to our conversation? He referenced a hot tub. Repair guy was here today. Yeah. So that's interesting that he would mention getting in the hot tub when the repair guy was here today. Do you stalk my mom? Why don't you go ahead and tell us if you stalk my mom? Why don't you go ahead and tell us all if you stalk my mom? Now you're retracting messages. Fascinating stuff. Retracting the message about the hot tub. I wonder if we're caught here, or you're trying to, press something a little bit further. Like this is a pretty obvious little trigger here, where you're just like showing exactly who you are. So again, I'll ask again, since you feel so obliged to come in here and have some type of response out of me again, do you stalk my mom? I want you to answer that question. I'm waiting. You have nothing to say now. Interesting. Yeah, definitely look into that. Account created today. Yep. Conveniently in my chat right now. There goes that like button. This is the guy. So you want to know why your system's down? Start investigating that guy. You want to know who's been doxing my address to get all this information out there for people to do terrible things with? Investigate this guy right here in chat. Right here. Right now. Investigate him. And yes, he did stalk my mom. He stalks her all the time. He stalks her all the time. All right, so let's get to that part. Let's get to the part where the message came through. Oh, now we're retracting more messages. Look, he's totally not guilty. He's totally not worried about being investigated, guys. He's just deleting messages randomly. Yeah, he's totally not worried about being caught. He's totally not the one doing it. Totally not. Why else would you retract the messages and delete them? Gee, I wonder. Because you know this is stalking? What you're doing right here? You're literally doing it right now? And you've done it to my mom? You show up? You attack? You harass? You got curly hair? You wear glasses? You're a thin little fucker? Yeah, you hang out with a crew? Just wait. I'll be there the one day. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, now that I know. Yeah, that's what I was doing today. I was looking for you. But I didn't find you. No, I didn't find you. Instead, you attacked. Like always. and then showed up in my chat to look guilty. This is fascinating stuff, isn't it, guys? It's real fascinating stuff. He hasn't shown up in forever. Yeah, he hasn't been in chat, and I don't even know how long. He hasn't shown up in a while. He hasn't, you know what I mean? Like, he was kind of scared for a bit. And all of a sudden today, of all days, when I make a post, make a fuss, make a stream when I'm out driving, oh wow, starting to put it together, aren't you? Yeah, that's called harassment, what he's doing. It's literal harassment and manipulation and stalking. It's literally what it is. So, let's get to this alert. Let's get to what was going on today. Red rum. Gee, I wonder what that means. Gee, I wonder what that means. Are you threatening to kill my mom? Is that what you're doing? Are you threatening to kill my mom? Did you just threaten to kill my mom in my chat? I think that this person that owns this account just came in my YouTube chat and threatened to kill my mom. I think that's what they just did. I think they just said red rum, because again, red rum is murder backwards, to come in my chat to indicate they're trying to kill my mom. Yeah. So again, do you want to start noticing? Also, this state lets killers go. Yep. I had a friend a long time ago that was stabbed to death by somebody in this state. And it sticks in my mind that I randomly saw this person working somewhere and had to unfortunately tell my employer it's either me or him, and he killed somebody. I'm not going to work with somebody, I'm not going to even be in the same building as somebody that I know killed somebody else and then got off. Yeah, he stabbed him to death. Yep, and then he got off. That's what Pennsylvania does. Yeah, it's that guy. It's him. Or, you know, he knows him. It's like his buddy or something. But either way, the point is, this is what this state does. So this guy just probably murders people. And he's probably, again, he just came in chat to admit that he's trying to kill my mom. Literally just did that. So you need to find him. And any second that this guy's YouTube channel exists on this platform, YouTube and Google are disgusting. And we will sue this company. I will be suing this company. I can assure you of that. YouTube is gonna get sued big fucking time. They haven't even paid me. All these hours and stuff, oh, trust me, they have not paid a dime. They're getting sued as it is, but just the fact that all this went on, my whole family was allowed to be stalked and doxxed and harassed all over this platform. Yeah. Yep. YouTube's gonna get sued. But anyway, before all that happens, let's again go into this video and show what this piece of shit did. And again, notice that as we try to get into the video more, he gets really triggered. You know, like almost like we're discovering something here and we're really getting to something here. He's just like so triggered to come in my chat and actually threaten to murder my mom. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. We'll have this private investigator see that message, Yeah, we're gonna make sure we have that private investigator see that message and investigate that. Trust me, he can look at the transcripts. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you fucking delete it. It's never gone. You know that, right? You're actually dumb if you think it's gone. Yeah, this actually shows how fucking dumb you are. So, we'll have him. He's ex-CIA. I'm sure he'll figure it out. But anyway, let's get into this here. Last I checked, that's illegal. This car, right here. Yada, 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 bitch, bitch, bitch. Remember, again, the whole point was to get the police attention. Because, like, the whole point is this guy's been using scams this way. Like, essentially, he just manipulates people to be all upset and stuff like that. And then that way the algorithm actually only works for that person in that way. Basically, his whole scam is basically, unless I'm bitching, I won't get views. And that's the whole scam. He's manipulating everybody. He does it on social media. He manipulates people with social media with this. Where people like comments and they like attention and shit like that. He's all over Facebook. Anytime I make a post on my Facebook, he's looking at it. He is the reason why I can be in airplane mode and show you my entire timeline on my Facebook. I shouldn't be able to do that. That means he is looking at my phone. Okay? And I can promise you, if he comes anywhere near any of us, I'm going to literally probably kill him. Because he just threatened to kill somebody. So I would consider that self-defense. So I think the police should do something before I do. There he is. There he is. See? So triggered to dox people. That's doxing. That's a crime. That is a federal crime. He just doxed somebody. Federal crime. Hold on a sec before we do this. Hold on. Okay. So anyway. Should we just go right to this? Ephrata. You see it, right? You see how the stream is harassing you, question what's going on. The point is, I'm not going to. Right? So where the fuck are they? Well, no, the point is they weren't around because he took out the system. Like, that's the point. But, like, the point I'm making is that I'll often do this to get, like, something to happen. And the whole point is that you're supposed to pay attention. You're not supposed to do nothing. That's the fucking point. Nothing going on. There's a storm. So that's when I thought that this message was a storm, but I hear that it's literally this piece of shit that's in my chat took the guy that's in my chat. There it is, the message. The guy that's in my chat doxing people right now that just literally typed we know whose name and threatened to kill people and took down the 911 service in Pennsylvania. He's in the chat right now. That's probably not his real name. Again, you know, obviously that's fucking that is you know, who knows whose name that is. That's probably some real person's name that he's trying to dox in my chat and pretend to be. You know, like it's just an account. You know, YouTube is. They should not protect somebody that was sitting on here doxing and stalking all of us for over a year. I got plenty of emails I can show you of them being aware of this. Plenty. So here's the alert, and you just heard it too. There it was. And remember, this was 3 hours ago, as you can see. And again, this would have been right around that time. And again, this is 16 minutes into the stream. So yeah, it was him. And he feels so obliged to come in my chat and show how guilty he is. That's incredible. Yeah, like, what are you doing? You're gonna you gonna go after him, or are you just gonna let me hire a private investigator and pay out the ass? I mean, that's fine. But I'd rather you do your job and protect people from this person instead of me having to show up and just destroy him. Yeah. Because again, he's threatening to kill people, as you could see in my chat. And this is the whole point, is that you know, he looks at Facebook and he sees all the comments. Anybody that is either dismissive or quickly you know, like, wants to know, but how would you know this, and how would you, you know, like, essentially that's what he's counting on. So that's why he has shown up now. He has seen the fact that you're all being that way, as you have always been throughout the entire years that this guy has been following us around, stalking us, harassing us, and I've been proving it and showing it to you. You've been all acting the same way. Yet, her car was set on fire and blown up. So yeah, it is being investigated, and you're a fucking retard for coming in here, for thinking that that the police aren't actually investigating. You're stupid as shit. Like, you actually think that? You're so fucking stupid. Like, this is the point. Like, he doesn't know. He's literally dumb as shit. He's just sitting here really angry and hateful and pissed off, and he murders people. And he's talked to several of my family members, gotten information out of them. He stalks my mom. And this piece of shit just came in my chat and threatened to murder her. So yeah, if I ever see him, I'm going to fucking destroy him. Hope that's acceptable to all of you. I think that's very fair. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say so. So again, you better hope that I don't find this guy. You better hope I don't find him. Yeah, I'd find him first. You better hope I don't. I'm serious. Guy's threatening to kill people. You better hope I don't find him first. Cause, you know, he's clearly not found. Yeah, my phone is clearly still being cloned and still connected to his. Yep. I would take the lead on following what we did with AT&T where AT&T was able to sort of confirm too that they don't know why this is happening either. That even after I got a brand new phone, replaced the SIM, they still couldn't figure out why the things were happening that they were happening, where essentially I would have indicators that were losing all service. Well, basically, he's an idiot and he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's trying to figure out how to do this, and you know, eventually slowly learned how to make it so that, you know, like essentially it wouldn't go on emergency calls only and stuff like that, where it was just completely going out. And that was the whole point, was that I wasn't even able to send texts or able to do anything. So the whole point was to, all right, well, we'll replace it just to see if no. And again, like, that was the whole point, was like, I was documenting through AT&T. I went to the AT&T store. I literally called them several times. They tried to say that their servers went down when I was talking to them. I had several times where this jackass hung up the phone when I was talking to AT&T on purpose while I was on the phone with them and stuff like that. So it was very obvious there was interference even then. And again, did definitively document with AT&T that they have no fucking clue and can't figure out what the hell is going on with this. So again, either they're covering up a huge fraud scam, or yeah, this guy works with somebody that at AT&T. This piece of shit works with somebody at AT&T. And literally just sells information. Interesting, isn't it? And this person is probably trying to lie about who he is. Maybe he's trying to convince somebody that he's somebody's grandson or something like that. This guy's not related to me or anybody in my family or anything like that. This piece of shit is just a scammer. And what he probably did is he probably took out an insurance policy in somebody's name. Like, I don't know, my mom? Like, maybe the person he's trying to fucking kill? Her car blew up very shortly after she got out of it. Why did the 911 system go out across the state? Why did that happen? Why did a fifth concurrent jolt in my stream as I did this? This is the shit I'm talking about. Where, based on the things that my face does, or I do, or I react to, or I say, or I do, I see bots. I see literal bots monitoring and evidence of it. So essentially, I do something small like this that you wouldn't expect, seems really weird, odd. All of a sudden, a bot goes boom. See what I'm saying? Goes from 4 to 5, and then they go, oh shit, and it jumps back down. This is what I've been talking about. Where it's not normal trending. We just see a constant, like right now, it's just 4. It's just been 4 concurrents the whole stream. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. How does that make any fucking sense at all? Well, the only reason it makes any sense is if, again, nobody's actually in the stream, or except they are. There's a ton of people in the stream. What he's doing is he's taking it down to 0, and he's in here with 4 of his bots lying. There's a bunch of people in the stream. They're probably cycling in and out. But he sits here and he just fudges the numbers. That's how much control he has on the YouTube side of things now with what he's done with my data. That's the point. He's been completely manipulating the numbers on YouTube side of things for my channel, and I've been drawing a lot of attention to it. So he has to like try to kind of hide it a bit better now, but yeah, that's the point. You still see evidence of it. And I have to like post a comment basically saying the views have halted before they start gaining again, because otherwise, that's the point. Does something to cause that to happen too. And just like in this stream, we see that 4 concurrent, just like we did when we were driving. It was just always that same number. It might cycle like 1 or 2, but, and that's not, you know, that doesn't make any sense for this channel. It's not what we normally see. Yeah, that's not a, you know, regular, it's not how trending works. It's not how swipe feed works. You know, it's up and down. It's 6, it's 8, it's 3, it's 2, it's 5, it's 15, it's 9, it's 1, it's all kinds of stuff. It's not 4, just 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Interesting, isn't it? So what I think is actually possibly happening, I'll be honest, what I think is possibly happening is he's using your phones, and the constant 4 is where he's keeping your device connected on purpose, even though you might not even be watching. He's just keeping the data connected on purpose. And then, you know, just cycling on and off. That is a possibility. And the point is that regardless of encryption and stuff like that, this person, I shouldn't even say person, because it's not even just him. That's the point. It's very obvious that this is bigger than that, and he's a piece of shit. But that's the point, is in order to make all this happen, this is a very serious matter. And again, like I said, there's a massive tower, a massive cell phone tower behind that Walmart. Massive one. So why am I having signal disruption at the top of the fucking hill? Told you. And he just feels so triggered. He's still so triggered. Super triggered. And then he retracts the message. So again, just to show you here, I hope you're working your magic and figuring out who this person is, because this person is threatening to kill my mom, and she has made several reports of people acting very strange that have been stalking her in person. And here he comes in and shows himself. All around what happened today, all around the thing where the Pennsylvania 911 system crashed, and all around him proving that he can do the bit rate shift. You know, like literally the second that he's in the stream, he's proving that he can do that. He's proving that he has the ability to do that. We've shown that on the screen. He sits there and takes claim for it and credit for it. He wants that. So again, I will tell you that this piece of shit needs to be tracked right now, because he has threatened to kill my mom. That's disgusting. He's a disgusting piece of shit. And again, he's just stalking and been stalking and harassing for absolutely no reason. You know, all we were doing on here was streaming. I was talking about Trump and how much I don't like him, how much of a piece of shit he is and stuff like that. And this motherfucker Starts having problems with that, starts telling people to subscribe to his channel that I've blocked, stuff like that, so I block him. That's it. That was the negativity that happened between us. That's it. Then after that, all he started doing was somehow knew everybody's name. Basically, this guy was originally a stalker, and I knew that. I always knew that. The whole point was that I was trying to learn some information from him. And he did give me some of his screen names and stuff, so I'd be willing to give that stuff to you guys if you need that. His one name is Wibla. His one name is Wibla, and his old channel name was No Sleep Wiblo, but he changed it. It's not that anymore. And he used to sit on this platform and fucking post all these pictures. He would come in the chat pretending to be my dad, my brother, my mom. He would talk about my family members. He made several accounts on Facebook that were scam accounts pretending to be several different people in my family trying to promote the channel, where he was just literally sharing all of these pictures that he stole off Facebook, pretending to be, you know, almost like some weird thing where he's pretending to be a family member or something, and I started rationalizing he's getting an insurance scam out of this. So, like, that's the whole point, is, like, this guy literally just sat here and zoomed in on pictures in the middle of the stream that were, like, pictures of my family members, getting the AI and all this shit to recognize him as being connected with those people. That name, him, and stuff like that. And so that way he can do something with that data and that information eventually and start using it. And he is. And again, like I said, he sat here and stole streams while posting pictures from Facebook right over top of the streams. Like, my entire family, just their pictures and typing their names and relationships to me over the pictures on the stream. Like, that weird and psychotic. You know, like almost like, you know, like just thinking it's like, so, you know, like, just treat it like it's a normal thing, but just doing it every day. And then he has, like, all these bots, like, where he's liking his own streams, commenting on them and stuff. See, now he's getting antsy. He can't even type. Yeah, now, look, he's nervous. Look, he can't even type. Now he's nervous. Yep, now he's nervous. He can't even type. So this is a point, you know, it's very clear that he did this. That this piece of shit did this. And, you know, took the 911 system down and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, all this interference has been happening. I've had things break too. I've had tons of things break. And I have things that looked like they've been vandalized too. I have plenty of things where it's very obvious that this person has been working for a while to use means to vandalize things, blow things up, that sort of thing. Insurance scams, insurance fraud. Oh, I had a hot tub that went out. He opens an insurance policy on something, you know, like just most ridiculous shit. And now he's really stretching. You guys see this, right? Now he's really stretching. Now he's really involving other people. Yeah, now he's really involving other people. You saw that, right? I hope you saw that. And this, again, this is, of course, the first time we've seen this person this triggered and this responsive to what I have done. You know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of stuff going on. You know, we've been talking about this for a while, and he hasn't shown up for a while. Yet today, of all days, the 911 service goes down, mentions the hot tub, mentions all these different things, starts doxing people, starts getting antsy, talks about murdering people. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? It's this guy. So again, what I would recommend is that you get in contact. If you can't do anything about it, get in contact with. I already told that. So the state police officer that I reported all this to, this stalker. If you're watching, I hope you are. This is where I would email Scammer Payback maybe, and kind of tell them if you have any information maybe you want to give them. I already emailed them, so they are aware. But what you have to realize is that while I may email Scammer Payback, this guy can see that email and possibly do something to try to intercept it, remove it, because remember, he can copy every phone I have. So yeah, I have reported it to them and sent them the evidence, but you know, obviously, like I said, he can do things to intercept that and everything. Again, I would really highly encourage the state police and anybody that's investigating this, anybody else, as the probably many people will be now, because of this. You know, you probably would do well to contact, you know, a good pen tester, not an evil one, a good one. You know, one of the ones, one of the established ones. There's some around here. There's some around. I shouldn't say like necessarily here, but like, you know, the area, like close enough, I should say, close enough. And they would probably help. They would probably love to help, actually. So just highly recommend that, because again, this is really bad, and I don't want to have to pay out the ass for this. This investigator is going to be very expensive, but if this piece of shit is doing this for really any longer than this, you know, there's nothing else we can do. We're gonna have to do this. And I've already started talking to him, so it's like the sort of thing where he's kind of aware of it already, and probably already like seeing all this and stuff like that. Like, I already gave him a call and stuff. And no, I didn't use my phone. I'm not stupid. Yes, I can get around that. I'm not dumb. That's what he doesn't know. And now he'll be like really mad. He thought he was hearing everything. He thought I had no idea I wasn't contacting it. Yeah, that's what he thinks because he can look at my phone. That's the point. That's why he keeps doing this. Because he's gotten so invasive he can see the phone, so that way he knows. But he doesn't actually. He doesn't know how many devices I have. Yeah, he doesn't understand. He doesn't know what other device I would have called that on, or what network I would have used, how I would have hidden that. He has no idea. He thinks he does, though. There's listening devices in your car now too. Consider that. Consider that your car can connect to Wi-Fi and has a listening device and stuff like that. So just remember that. Remember how triggered this person is. So I'll show you all the doxing and all the screenshots and all the proof, you know, when you contact me. But otherwise, I'm going to go through a private investigator. Like I said, this guy is ex-CIA that I'm going through. I'm not going to tell you any more information than that. He is ex-CIA. He is no longer affiliated, and he hates people like you. That was the conversation I had with him. He said, "Oh, that sounds familiar." He actually said that to me. He said, "That sounds familiar." He said, "No, that's more common than you'd think." Like, really? Wow. It's nice to talk to somebody that isn't just, you know, stupid for once. That's the point. Most people really don't know how technology works. They don't even understand the wall socket. They don't. That's the problem. They don't even understand the technology of a fucking outlet on their wall. That's the problem. Just getting some reports in there, so that way YouTube has a paper trail. Keep in mind, like, those who didn't look at that channel was created today, as always. Like, it's just a, you know, an alt channel. Channel was created today. So anyway, let's go ahead and I don't think there's anything really else for me to talk about with this one. Again, it was super important for you guys to know that, like, a lot of this is to trigger his response, and then you see it. Like, it's the whole scam he's been running on this platform. That's why he showed up to be all triggered and stuff like that. He's like, shit, he's talking about it again. I better start looking like another family member or another person that knows who he is. No, this guy doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know me. He's the fucking stalker. He's the one doing it. Alright, one sec. Let me get this off here. And let's take a look here. We're gonna take a look back, and we're gonna look at some of the other stuff that we've been experiencing issues with, and that we haven't really talked about yet. Okay, so this was all him, by the way. I'd just like you to know that the feds could easily escalate this to a federal level. This guy easily could be charged with terroristic crimes, because a lot of what he's doing here is happening around political agenda. It's very clear that this person started doing this because I was complaining about Trump and he didn't like that rhetoric, and has continued to cause problems for my streams in the future because of, you know, I may be momentarily talking about Trump or these things. It's just all him. And the whole point was to get him to surface again, come in and all, whatever it is, to be enough, to make enough noise, basically. So again, here's one of the ones that we had a lot of interference with. I don't know why it looks like that.
Hello.
Oh yeah, he's running interference to cause problems with the stream software now, and successful, cause yeah, like I lost visual on this piece of shit. Hold on. He's just removing the. Hold on. There we go. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he's got all kinds of stuff running all the time, so like I mean, who knows when it's gonna cause a problem. All right, so let's just take a look here. This stream had so many problems, and this was when I was trying to inform people about the big, beautiful shit bill. Yep, this is when I was trying to just inform you and tell you what was in it. I was just giving factual information about what was in the bill and what it was going to do. And I was even like, I had my tablet open and I was like looking, making sure I was doing it right. I was like reading various sentences and stuff like that was in line with what I was saying. Yeah, look here, it says this here in this article, yada yada yada, it's gonna do this. You know, like just confirming other people are also saying the same thing. It's not just me. I'm not just, you know, mumbo jumbo, whatever. So anyway, conveniently, as I'm explaining this and we are making points, we have massive disruptions where you can see huge sections of the stream just gone, just completely missing. And we've already explained and proven that my fucking phone never disconnects from the Wi-Fi. Never. So why are entire sections missing, and why, again, that's the point, because he's doing that. It's for that. So, again, conveniently, as it's politically related.
Missions, I guess, that you can do, you know, within that realm and everything. So that's cool, and
then you see the evidence that stream tampering where there's like no views too. Let's try to get to a section where like something's missing.
Households in higher tax states like New York, New Jersey, California.
Is around there.
So it's benefit higher. Basically, like, this is what he's always done. He just does things to benefit higher income people. Yeah.
Wait, it's coming. I think I saw a breakup of the stream here and there.
Clean energy companies say that the business, the bills...
By the way, do you remember the message in chat that he typed about like something about like yeah, like the whole point is that when I use the low light, I forgot to mention that he learned that my brother's a fucking moron, and so he learned that my brother just literally momentarily judges people on Fastigial. He's one of those people too. So basically, he's been manipulating him and stuff like that too. And he used the fact that my brother, like, literally just talks about people and stuff like that. And basically, like, he used the fact that my brother does that, and he's been coming back and forth, you know, kind of like it's just low light. You know what I mean? Like, I've already explained to you, like, and you can see clearly in this stream here, in higher light, yeah, like it's just a skin thing. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, he tries to push, like, some sort of agenda, you know, I remember a while back it was, like, something about being tired or something like that. And so, like, the whole point is to get other people to agree with it and to, you know, like, create some sort of scam out of this and stuff like that to go down that route. And so, like, that's the point. I wanted to show you, again, and coming on here with the low light, too. Okay? So like, that's the whole point is you know, even coming on here with the low light to show you how he responds to that. And then we could just turn it up and show you, you know, it's not really the case. It's not really valid. It's just low light. And it's just how some people fucking look, you know? Like, you know what I mean? It's just the shit of the draw. I fucking suck in low light. Yeah, you get the picture. Who is this? Who are you? I have to ask, because like, since you've been coming on the channel and stuff, are you an adult? Because, like, I'm looking at your channel. Like, I just need to know at this point. Are you an adult? Genuinely asking. Okay, I'll give you time to respond. If you're not an adult, you shouldn't be in the chat and you shouldn't be on YouTube. YouTube, if you are a minor, you are to be accompanied by an adult, parent, that sort of thing. I never want to see a single other minor in my chat, ever. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. I'm getting sick and tired of YouTube using kids. I've seen too many of it. Too much of it, excuse me. Proper English there. What was the question? The question is, how old are you? Well, don't tell us how old you are. Are you an adult? You're old enough for chat. Are you an adult? I'll wait. Cause if you're not, you're possibly causing me some problems too. You're not, are you? Sorry. I have no choice. You are breaking YouTube's policies. I have no choice. No choice. You cannot be in my chat. You must be accompanied by a parent. Like, you shouldn't even be on the platform. The fuck? What? What the? This is the point. I will not refrain from saying what the F. This is the point. And I need to know that they're okay with that. And okay with you being in the chat, and being on the platform, and having your own fuck channel. And no, just no. I'm sorry. You're not blocked from the channel. You can still interact with the channel, but you're blocked from chat. You're not old enough. No, you're not. You gotta be an adult. If you're a minor, you are to be accompanied by a parent on YouTube. Period. End of discussion. I am done with YouTube using kids. Anyway.
Going to cripple their businesses and strip away their tax subsidies. Yeah, I could see that.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do that. So basically, I'm waiting for like a breakup of the stream here. I'm just trying to find out where it happens. There's huge sections of the stream. Like, it'll just be listed all of a sudden, just blip, you know, like I'm
So
on
anyway.
a point. I'm on a really good point. You want to hear what it is, but
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so if you watch that, you will also confirm that, yeah, aliens exist. We've known about them since, like, the frickin' 50s.
this stream, it's true though. It's true.
Yep.
So, this is partially what I think is happening too. The federal government does actually have things in place where they're trying to prevent people from finding out about the information. However, the information I'm giving is all over YouTube and is literally, there's an congressional meeting about it, bipartisan congressional meeting, plenty of military there, plenty of representatives there, plenty of people are accepting of this now, know about it, it's not crazy. You're just not finding out about it, so therefore you think it's crazy. Actually go watch the fucking live. Do you want it? Give it to you. Hold on. Which one is it? It's this one.
They've been injured by
I think it's this one.
recovery idea, right? The hypocrisy and the logic. Okay, Mr. Schellenberger, I'm going to say it again to be very clear. Immaculate Constellation.
Yeah, this is the one. It's that one. That is a congressional meeting about UFOs and about how we've known about it. They've existed since the 50s. It's not a conspiracy. That actually happened. Alien too, not necessarily like, yeah, like maybe some of them were like foreign and stuff, but it was them sort of reverse engineering what they found too. So yeah, this is the point. Anyway, that's what I was talking about, massive interference, and we're talking about some other things too, but the whole point is that, you know, there was huge sections of the stream missing. And this was also one of those times where this person made it very obvious that they know a thing or two about using signals to draw too much power from things. And I've warned you about this. I've warned you. And see, there's a concurrent back in the stream as I say this, and he likes the stream again. I've warned you that he doesn't. Letting him confirm that he's doing this is not good. Oh, we get all these fucking concurrents in here now that he's confirmed that he's done this. Yes, yes, you're hearting the stream. Yes, yes. Yep. So this is the point. And he is using this to attack. And he is trying to confirm through me and other people that he is in fact causing things to draw too much power. And again, conveniently, like, okay. Nothing's running, you unplug a bunch of shit, and the thing still happens, he's doing it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a very simple sort of thing. Again, it's like fucking crayon, man. It's literally that simple. It's like, just, that's why he loves that I'm confirming this now. It's not, I'm not talking about some of the stuff. Some of the stuff was legit. Some of the stuff was, fuck, my bad. And then he used that. to confuse me. And that's the point. I am a smart person, so he has to really, 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 really work hard to confuse me. So yeah, he had to sit here and he had to wait for some legitimate things to happen and stuff. It wasn't always gonna... And that's the point. He wants to confuse you. So he's doing the same thing with other rational and logical people that can go down this road and investigate something, but then still go, what the fuck? How? How is that happening? It's not. It's not. If you're seeing it and you're seeing it escalate and you're seeing it happen, trust me, it's this fucking guy. And he's giving your data to the bad guys and they're doing it. It's not him, it's them. He sells the data, they make the attack. That's why they like the confirmation. It's terrible. And I already told you how airplane mode doesn't fix the issue of blocking the signal anymore. It doesn't block all, it doesn't turn everything off. No. That's what he wants. He wants to be able to, when people are in an airplane or in a fucking car or in other transportation, boom. Why the fuck do you think we have airplane mode? Ah! If we didn't know about this even in the beginnings when we created the fucking technology, why the fuck do we even have it? Is what I'll say to the logical people that think it can't happen. You don't know. That's the point. God, that's exactly what the fucking thing is for. That's why it exists. We have these things. They fucking do that because they have determined those things were dangerous based on their tests that they did, they were able to create. Fuck. How do you not? How are people so disconnected from technology? Yet so plugged in. Fuck.
And, yeah, I mean, like, that, the only reason I even know this stuff is because it was in that broadcast. I mean, that's just a live broadcast. Anybody can see that. So, this is the point. It's all out now. And the whole point is that even Trump, even he has expressed that he wants transparency with this. You have to understand that...
No, he didn't. I was wrong about that. I'm sorry. He's sending mixed messages. He says he does, he says he doesn't. He says he does, he says he doesn't. I apologize for that. I was wrong about that. Because the reason I said that is because the military guys were saying that. I think a couple of them are Trump voters or something like that. And that's fine. They can be that way. It just... Don't put your fucking propaganda out there when you're trying to be a whistleblower. Get your fucking propaganda off the table. If Donald Trump would support it, he'd be there in that fucking meeting with you. UFOs are important. Obama would have been there. Obama literally showed up several times to take care of some shit that they needed to fucking take care of. I want to see him actually give a shit for once. Instead of going, we're still talking about this thing? Yeah, you're on the list. If you have to say that, you're on the fucking list, douchebag. Meanwhile,
every president so far has probably been briefed on this, so has been aware that that aliens exist. And we can prove it.
We can, actually. If they would let us. It's not a good idea, though. Like, you don't want the other nations to necessarily have the tech. It's nice to confirm it, but...
Technology just fine, and I often think like a scientist, so... You guys know that. So, yeah, it's the sort of thing where just immediately I know something's off, and I know to look for those things, and I've been paying attention and trying really hard to prove that it's not this or that, because, geez, if it's just something simple, fix it, man. I'd love that. Wouldn't that be great? But that's the... to screw up my channel and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it is malicious. Yeah, I've had a friend.
I'm trying to... I'm looking for a point at which like it sort of kind of skips, and I'm just like standing there waiting for it to.
Aliens exist. And
You know what I think he did? I think he somehow edited the stream without me knowing and then changed it back. Because again, I've always been diligently going in here and looking for edits, making sure there's no evidence of somebody like changing things in my account and stuff. And I'm pretty sure the stream was an hour and 6 minutes, wasn't it? Now it says an hour and 12. And I can't really seem to find. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe I'm just like.
I enjoy the class selection.
But that is that's what he's doing. Like he's editing on his side of things where I can't see it, because it's on his side of things, and he's like blocking it, somehow masking that he's doing it. Remember, he's just cloning devices. He probably cloned my PC. That's probably why he's able to do this with the stream software. Remember when like all these alts kept coming in and asking me what my setup was? What's your CPU and GPU? What's this? What's this? What's this? Remember that? That's what he's trying to do.
I think it is pretty good. They understand the moment that he speaks, what he's speaking isn't true, just like the kind of like the way he's saying it does fool a lot of people. Because it just sounds, and you get what I'm saying? That's like the evil person up in, like from like the comics that you were taught as like the bad guy when you were younger. You know, like that's the point. He's not the good guy. Like that. That's what you're supposed to realize. Like,
I was basically saying that like people should realize that like if Donald Trump existed in the comics and stuff, like there was some like evil dude trying to take over like the country, undo democracy, like pitting people against each other, like literally never condemning people that attack other people and stuff like that, like very obviously like a criminal. Yeah, he'd be a bad guy. Like literally Batman would just be like, fuck you, just be like, not in my town, you know, like he literally would just annihilate Donald Trump. Batman would literally step on fucking Donald Trump. He would literally just step on him. Like, Batman would fuck you up, dude. Like, you would be such a bad guy in the fucking Batman comics. This guy is literally fucking, President Shinra. Donald Trump is President Shinra from Final Fantasy fucking 7. Like, that's literally all this is. He's trying to create an autocracy where people literally have to live like that and forced to listen to everything any authoritative figure says, yada yada yada, and poverty. Meanwhile, a few people are rich and all the wealth goes to them. That's what an autocracy is. You wanted it. You voted for that piece of shit. So, this is what I was talking about in the stream, and you could see it just skipping ahead. Hold on, we'll go back and we'll see that again. And keep in mind, I already proved that my device is just permanently fucking connected no matter what I do. I can't unconnect it. It's ridiculous. It's wireless. That should never happen. That's the point. Yeah, they have found a way to hardwire wireless connections. This is why all this is happening.
Credit, because when you look him up and you do your research on him, you find out that he really wasn't that experienced. So a lot of the stuff that was happening was like other people around him probably doing stuff for him, sort of like with Trump initially. Except that's why I gave him this chance, and even when he got elected, I said, guys, give him a chance. You know, I even said that. It's crazy. I said, all right, give him a chance, but if he does start doing stuff, call it out. If it's the same thing.
What I had said was right away. He did and I predicted this way back. Other people predicted this. I predicted this. I was so spot on with this. Right away, he starts signing executive orders while saying this is the most transparent any administration's ever been. Literally just flat out lying about what every single one of those executive orders does. Fucking lying about every single solitary one. Just sitting there lying about it while saying this is the most transparent any administration. He literally just fucking lying piece of shit. And that's what I was saying, is that I predicted that was going to happen. Like, I was like, yeah, give him a chance, he won. But he's not going to, like, I already gave him a chance. He's not going to do it, but you voted for him, so whatever. And, yeah, he disappointed. Again, like, the very first second he gets into office, he starts fucking lying. Just every executive order is a bowl of fucking shit. It doesn't do what it says. It literally hurts you. It's a bowl of fucking shit.
And
that's what I was saying.
And it's pretty much what the other Republicans did, except they were
skipping ahead.
Trump's not so good at hiding it from, like, certain people. They understand the moment that he speaks, what he's speaking isn't true, just like the kind of like the way he's saying it does fool a lot of people. Because it just sounds, and you get what I'm saying? That's like...
Yeah. So, you can see how it's skipping there. Like basically, like, what I'm saying there is Donald Trump doesn't really speak in truths or anything. Like, the idea is that he lies to you, and he basically just makes shit up, takes credit for what the Democrats did, and the Republicans ever do is create a bill based on something the Democrats wanted, but they make it worse. And then they sign it in, and, like, half the Republicans didn't even read it. Like, that's what happened with this bill. Half the Republicans didn't even fucking read it. They started admitting that they didn't even fucking read it. Yep. And, meanwhile, you're just too stupid to realize Republicans are literally just terrorists. Like, seriously, a lot of the ones that are left that Trump is putting in place are literally just terrorists. Undoing democracy. And basically, like, that's the point, is, like, Donald Trump, like, he doesn't speak in truths, he divides people. So that way, you know, like, all you do is just listen to implicitly what he says, because, again, he's the only one saying that narrative, because it's not true. That's the point. That's why, like, after he says it, then Fox News can agree. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he didn't. Yeah, that's why. Because, again, nothing he says is fucking true. And again, if I can predict every goddamn thing he does, that's why he's dangerous in office. That's why you need to remove him immediately. Because Putin is using him. He is Putin's little puppet. Putin is taking control of this country, and he's using Donald Trump to do it. Donald Trump's a little fucking bitch. That's what I was saying here. And they cut it out. Yeah, I was literally saying Donald Trump's a little bitch, and other people use him because he's incredibly predictable. Everybody knows this. That's smart. The morons that vote for him don't know this because they're not smart. Do you see what I'm saying? So thus, you vote for him. And again, you just listen to his narrative because you don't fucking know anything about politics. You're a moron with politics. That's it. And he just uses that. You don't know shit. He says simple things like joint ventures and tries to claim that nobody's ever done it like that before. You're a top businessman, and you're going to actually sit here and tell me no politician has ever thought of a joint venture. Two companies working together. Fucking idiot. Literally just made it, just making shit up. What a retard. So, like, this is the point. And I was, like, saying stuff like that, and I usually say stuff like this to get that response, and then you see it. You see the stream cut out. Now, this is different. This was me, X amount of time, calmly talking. I wasn't being belligerent, I wasn't saying retard, I wasn't doing any of that. And he was picking up on this. So all he was doing was cutting the stream out for you to think it's YouTube. But why would, again, YouTube do it? Because, again, as I've already proven, my device can't even possibly be cut out, as I've proven. But wholly aside from that, I'm at home. There's just huge clumps. No. Like, and again, it was that thing where he just causes a disruption for the device. He's just heating up the device, and it's doing that. So, I have seen plenty of interference. We proved one day we can show it back to back, where he was sitting here heating up my phone. My phone was like overheating. While I was straight, I was doing the thing where I waved my hand in front of it and would stutter around, but it wouldn't if I like flipped to the front and back camera. So basically, yeah, he was getting it to have that glitch, and it was causing an overheat issue. But then I also proved that we then went on stream after that privately for way longer. I sat in the car with zero air conditioning in like 100-degree heat. I was like sweating, man. I was sweating so fucking much. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, see? Like the device is actually doing just fine. Like it actually feels kind of cool where it's sitting, you know, like on the seat and stuff like that, you know? And like that was the whole point, was like, it's very clear to tell when I had the air conditioning on before and it was nice and cool in the car and they're just doing a normal stream. Yeah, and especially when we're driving back through the same area. I went then drove back through the same area, the exact same area, no different route or anything like that. So that way it was a proper test. And again, nothing. Now again, they detrended that stream, so you didn't see that. Nobody saw that because it was private. I streamed it privately. Remember a while back that he like broke the feature and he broke all kinds of... He was trying to break everything he possibly could so that I couldn't sit here and do this. And I sat here and I proved there's times where he can see a private stream and the view tries to get through, so he like starts to cause a problem and shift the bitrate around. So that's what's been starting to happen, is as I'm streaming privately now, I noticed that he starts shifting the bitrate around now as it's even... And so that was something that never even happened way prior. So like the whole point is now, it's a little bit different. But yeah, we did those things back to back and proved all along the way that definitively this guy was just doing this. You know, like it was just orchestrated, flat out. There's nothing else to say. When you can prove back to back it doesn't happen, and then again you stream again in a fucking car without the fucking air conditioning. You literally intentionally try to make it happen and you can't make it happen again. And then you end up streaming longer, and it's like the longest stream ever. The battery lasts way longer for some reason. Almost like somebody isn't trying to intentionally draw your battery power, and the stream lasts really fucking long for some reason. Yeah, remember, because the idea was that with my other phone, he was fucking with the phone so much, the battery would just like die so quick. It would die in like an hour. Yeah, and there was like obvious damage to the device where the battery like is just damaged and stuff like that. And yeah, we proved that with the new device it can last a bit longer. So we started trying to break the new device and cause a problem for that. So again, completely new devices, and what we'll do is again continue to prove it, but I should have given you plenty. I should have given you well more than enough to be able to investigate this and clearly see as a valid stalking harassment situation, let alone very obvious interference targeted with cell phones. Like, we already know about the scams where the person sells the person's data that works at the cell phone company. We know about that. Okay, so he's got a buddy that works at the cell phone company. That's it. Yep. And I already confirmed that this guy had already caused a problem. He had changed some information. had separated my cell phone line from the contract that it was on. It was just like by itself somehow, and it didn't make any sense. AT&T's like, what the fuck? Like, how did, like, what the fuck? Like, they didn't make any, none of it, like, they were so confused. And this guy, you know, like, again, just interfering with another phone, too, on the same plan. All while proving and documenting the screenshots that he couldn't interfere with the third one, because he didn't know about it. Yep. All while proving the screenshot. I have documentation of that, by the way. In the beginnings, when it was just making the emergency calls and stuff, I have plenty of documentation showing that it would never happen on this other device that he didn't know about. Plenty. So yeah, that's what I'm talking
like
about
the
here.
evil person of
You see, it's still skipping ahead there.
and like from like the comics that you were taught as like the bad guy
for no reason.
when you were younger.
But that's the point. He's clipping them out because the whole point is this agenda is pro-Trump. This is pro-terrorism. This is the point. And remember, the president's a convict, so start treating him like one. Start treating him like one, please. He's a convict. Start treating him like one.
You know, like that's the point. He's not the good guy. Like that. That's what you're supposed to realize. Like, he's doing all these things just like the guy in the bad guy in the comics and the bad guy in the cartoon, stuff like that would do, but packaging it in a way that sounds really good. He's fooling all these people. Oh, but he's doing this. But like, you know, Batman comes in. I know that YouTube has some sort of weird
There it is.
and it's not any one person either.
Wow.
It's really not. It's not any one person.
Wow.
Help Stern Search 46.
What the fuck?
the
Did
White
you
House
see all
Doing
that?
this. But like, you know, Batman comes in.
I went back to see it again.
I know that YouTube.
I'm not skipping. I'm not skipping ahead. This is playing like this. This is how much they removed. Hold on. I'm going to play that again. I'm not skipping here. Hold on.
He's doing all these
Not gonna-
things just like the guy in the bad guy in the comics and the bad guy in the cartoon, stuff like that would do, but packaging it in a way that sounds really good. He's fooling all these people. Oh, but he's doing this. But like, you know, Batman comes in. I know that YouTube has some sort of weird and it's not any one person either. It's really not. It's not any one person. It's an.
Help Stern Search 46. What the White House says. The administration portrays it as the largest tax cut in history for working and middle-class Americans, claiming significant relief, and downplays or denies benefits to the wealthy. Site Search 5th Hand.
It does deny
independent data
benefits
strongly
to
contradicts that framing, showing the biggest dollar gains go to the highest earners.
there.
Final verdict. Bottom line, yes, the big beautiful bill does cut taxes for the rich, and most of the benefits, in absolute terms, accrue to wealthy individuals and large businesses.
There it is.
It also includes smaller short-term relief for lower and middle-income groups, like
And that was when they interfered with the app.
And then you see the
I couldn't even finish the response. It wouldn't let me finish the response. He's just sitting there and not letting it finish the response. That's the point. And he started breaking ChatGPT in general. Like ChatGPT, it keeps losing the ability where I can like drag and find a point at which it's talking in the response and get to that point. He broke that too. Yeah.
which the Senate passed
Basically,
just about an hour ago.
he's broken the entire app, and he breaks it every time they fix it. It's this little thing that doesn't let you drag it. Like, he literally broke the thing. Like, look, I'll show you. You try to drag this. This is why I can't just get it back. Like, you try to drag this. See how I try to drag it? It just lets go. See what I mean? There's no progress there to drag. Like, it just, see, I'll try to drag it. See, it's there. Bam, it just lets go. So again, one of the many things that he continued to break, as, you know, we sat here and used it for political things.
Summary of tax provisions. Provision. Impact. Extends 2017 rate cuts.
This is the point.
Individual and corporate.
He would cause the problem, you know, as it's reading that data and going through and stuff like that. Like, he literally just sits here and causes an issue. Like, probably just hits the X button or whatever he's doing on the other end of that. And, you know, that's the point. This is that simple.
Helps high earners in high tax.
I mean, like, it was as obvious as that when I was sitting out there in the hot tub, and I was sitting out there in the hot tub, and I was sitting out there in the hot tub all the time, and I was sitting out there in the hot tub, and I was sitting out there in the hot tub all the time, and I was doing these streams from the hot tub using the Chat GPT, and this motherfucker was sitting here breaking it, trying to break other shit, trying to fuck around. Like, you remember, and you remember just how many fucking times there was so much interference, and we talked about that, and we talked about the cell phone interference. We talked about how terrible it was, how malicious it was.
Dates. Site turn. No tax on tips and overtime. Helps workers, but seen as far less impactful overall. Sign and search. Doubled estate tax exemption. Full expensing of capital expenditures. Favors wealthy families and businesses. Site turn news 7 search. Independent assessments. Critics warn the legislation overwhelmingly favors the rich and corporations, while cutting Medicaid, SNAP, and clean energy incentives. Site turn news 21 news 7 turn 0 search 46 Sun. The Congressional Budget Office estimates a $3.3 trillion increase in the national debt over 10 years. Site turn news 16 turn zone search 2 turn search 46 Sun. What the White House says. The administration portrays it as the largest tax cut in history for working and middle-class Americans, claiming significant relief, and downplays or denies benefits to the wealthy. Site turn search 15. But independent data strongly contradicts that framing, showing the biggest dollar gains go to the highest earners. Final verdict. Bottom line, yes, the big beautiful bill does cut taxes for the rich, and most of the benefits, in absolute terms, accrue to wealthy individuals and large businesses. It also includes smaller short-term relief for lower and middle-income groups, like tip overtime tax exclusion, but these elements are minor compared to the sweeping, lasting benefits for the affluent. What's next? It still needs to pass the House. Expected
Nope.
vote on Wednesday.
At the time, it hadn't.
After House approval, the conference committee will reconcile any differences. A vote in the House by July 4th would send it to the President's desk. Feel free to ask more, whether you want a deep dive into specific provisions or how it'll affect your tax bracket. Navlist, recent coverage on the big beautiful bill, turn news 17, turn news 21, turn news 45 VAM.
So, as you can see, it did finish that time. And again, this is just the response from before, where it didn't finish before. But you can see it finished that time. I did try to play it here, but it just kept having the same issue at exactly the same spot.
The interference that we get where it's trying to cut it off. You see that? So, the whole time I've been on this stream too, we've been getting indicators of interference with the stream too. basically, it's not even just that one person anymore. It's I can't say. We'll just call it an anomaly. Yeah, we'll just
call it an anomaly. Yeah. And that's what we called it. And then we proceeded to have a lot of interference.
we'll call it that. But yeah, it's crazy, but for sure it's an anomaly. It's not just any one person anymore. What is happening here is for sure anomalous by nature. Okay? So that's the segue, actually. I hope you've been paying attention. I hope you've been watching Congress. I hope you've been watching these meetings that they've been having with the whistleblowers that will probably be maybe in jail, maybe one of them. They're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. They're going to try. You've seen that by now. What about...
Anyway, the point is we've had a lot of interference, and it's not just any one stream. It's been going on for a very long time. And like I said, it's just constant connections to my device, to my devices, in general, the ones that he knows about. So, you know, just in general. And I can confirm that it's the ones he knows about. Like I've confirmed that already. Typically, it's just the ones he knows about. And like I said before, when I got a new phone and I announced this in the stream, instantly 15 concurrents. That number, 15, instantly, right as soon as I announced this in the stream. So like, you know, just knowing how many bots are on that being said, you know, having a new phone and stuff like that, and saying that in stream, you start putting two and two together with stuff like that. Yep. Yep, I removed it. I removed it. I also made a post back in May. Yeah. And we all know that somebody's been following that around and causing problems for that. Yeah. Yep. And if any more Donald Trump voters comment on it, yeah, if any more stupid fucking Donald Trump voters comment on it, I'm just gonna remove it, because you're dumb. Like, you vote for Donald Trump and you think you have anything smart to say about anything? No, I think you're stupid. I do. I really don't think you have anything smart to say about anything if at this point you still consider Donald Trump good you're stupid. Yes. Yep, you have a problem. You need to come to terms with it. You have a problem. And, you know, like, again, it's not an opinion thing. This guy is undoing democracy. You have a genuine fucking problem if you support, you know, the undoing of your own government. And, you know, just very obviously, you know, the same shit that's been going on for years, you know. Wholly aside from that, I've already contacted a private investigator to help me with this issue, and like I said, you know, we're gonna just follow that route. But again, as far as the 911 issue is concerned, it is extremely convenient that exactly right as the time that I was doing those things and I was streaming and I was there, right there, conveniently there, where that happened. The big ass fucking cell tower and everything. And I've talked about that before. I've made reference to that before. And I remember before when I made reference to that. I remember before making reference to that and getting a shitload of likes on my stream just for no reason whatsoever. Where they just like sort of kind of like almost like came out of nowhere. Where like just a shit, like I had made reference to that before, that big sour, just like a shitload of people started liking the stream, like just out of nowhere. It was like 17 likes. I didn't even know why. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. That's weird. And then like I started putting it like together later. I was like, oh shit, that was the fucking stream. I said something about his fucking cell tower being right there, because the whole point was that I was having interference with my stream when I was in that area, and I was like, there's a gigantic motherfucking AT&T cell tower right fucking there. Gee, I wonder what's happening. Gee. And again, to the morons that are quickly dismissive, you sound just like the idiot police that don't investigate things. You sound just like them. A scam is a scam. That's what it is. It's supposed to seem legit. You're stupid as fuck. You're so dumb. You're literally so dumb. And the fact that you would actually look at a picture too of the way something was burned and melted and know how, like looking at it, you can deduce how it happened, and you can clearly see, you know, the way that people are explaining it isn't the case. And other professionals that have looked at that have confirmed that too. They look at that and they go, no. Nope. No, this fucking asshole melted the battery. Yeah, he was making the battery draw too much power for a very long fucking period of time. That's all he was doing. Until one day, ignited. That's it. He's blowing up batteries. He's probably been doing it since the cell phone, the Samsung battery blow up thing that happened a long time ago. Remember that? So you sound really fucking stupid. And again, you're not going to be somebody that ever works for the FBI, because again, you look at something and you go, oh, it sounds just like all the other things that happened that look just like that. Let's not investigate. And then that's how the scammer just continues doing it, because you're stupid as fuck. So meanwhile, maybe he's even causing those things. Yeah, like using the fact that you are talking about that. Oh, okay, well, I didn't even know about that. That makes it easier. I'll just make that happen instead. Because you're a fucking retard. You don't understand the technology and how it works. So shut the fuck up. You're stupid as shit. And again, I can literally sit here and prove to you there's plenty of guys that have a phone that can literally sit in a car and tell you like the tire pressure warnings of other cars around them and stuff like that. You're not part of this world. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. Stop making stupid comments on things you don't know anything about. Dumbass. This is the point. He counts on that. Counts on you making that stupid fucking comment. And being a dumbass and talking about it. And he's gonna listen through your phone, he's gonna start fucking with you now. And you're gonna be like, no, it's this. And then somebody's probably just gonna die, or cell phone's gonna blow up or explode, and you're a fucking moron. And that's it. That's all that's gonna happen. So anyway, you have to realize, again, that I've been seeing this for a long time, and I've been tracking this for a long time, and the certain things that I've seen with definitive evidence, you know, it's the sort of thing where until you see it and you see all of it right in front of you, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so shut the fuck up. Did you think UFOs and aliens were real before Congress talked about it with members of the military? Or did you sit here and fucking not think any of that? So shut up. Literally stop sounding fucking stupid. Because he counts on that. He counts on you continuing to sound like a fucking retard when it comes to technology. You have no idea how any of this works. Meanwhile, you're making those comments, and he's looking at that, reading that, and learning. Okay, so they think this, okay. Idiot. Fucking retard. Stupid moron that spends too much time on social media using it for that. Shut the fuck up. Such a retard. You look fucking stupid. And then you leave your little emoji like a face palm or something like that. You look stupid as shit. You actually have that emotion that you put on there. You put like the little emoji on there. It tells him how dumb you are. You actually, you are just using everything to excuse it except for what it is. He likes that shit. Oh yeah, getting away with it then. But again, don't worry. That's why I'm paying out the ass for a goddamn fucking private investigator that, again, immediately upon talking to him about this goes, yeah, it's not surprising. Basically, is what he said. Yeah. Not the first time he's heard about something like this, apparently. Fascinating stuff. And meanwhile, you're fucking stupid. You don't know anything. You just make your little dumbass comments from behind a keyboard looking like a fucking retard. You're dumb. Shut the fuck up. Don't ever speak to me again. Like, literally, don't ever speak to me again because you're stupid. And you are going to cause problems for you and anybody else that you talk to about that issue because you're stupid to that issue. And then you just draw these scammers in and they manipulate how stupid you are. Literally just endlessly causing problems for you and other people because of your stupidity. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's absolutely unbelievable. But this is what he's doing. He is orchestrating these scams and this harassment based on that. He's literally just sitting here hanging on to every single one of those comments, reading them, seeing what everybody's saying. Yeah. So it's just like when you look like a fucking dick, like a total fucking stupid douchebag, and you show up in chat to show that you are watching. You are there and you are present. And you type a little message to harass somebody instead of supporting them. Showing your true colors. Showing that you're a goddamn fucking bully and you always have been. And you're the one sitting there judging, not seeing somebody being harassed, yet this guy literally sits here, makes death threats every fucking day, just threatened to kill my mom in chat. Clearly had all of our info, clearly has been making these threats, clearly. And is doing all these things, taking credit for it. I can prove it's happening. And you're so dumb with your little dismissive comment, again, which shows him exactly who he can manipulate. Which is why every single time that moron would come back in my chat and say something and cause a fight, that's it. He's just using that. So again, no, I won't apologize to the guy that I already apologized a whole bunch of times to a while back. And I shouldn't have had to in the first place either way, because he was a dick to begin with. But I did either way. And then all he did, just so that you know, all he did was sit here and literally the very second that he misunderstood something and he misunderstood why I was talking about him and stuff, he thought it was negative. He thought I was saying negative thing. He didn't listen long enough. And it wasn't. If you go back and watch, you clearly see it wasn't. He didn't listen long. He was just freaking out in chat. Like, just trying to make a freak out thing about it. Just blowing up about it. Yeah, so I blocked him. That guy is obviously trying to scam people. That guy tries to sue people. He tries to create scam. He went to the hospital once and tried to sue them for something where, like, they filled out paperwork wrong or something. Like, I'm done with that. Like, that guy, he needs to just stay the fuck away from me. Don't fucking, like, just whatever. You clearly bring this upon yourself. Me, however, I started here literally as somebody that was a martial arts instructor, and then I was reacting to K-pop videos that I legitimately liked and listened to and was talking about all that. And then I transitioned into video gaming, didn't have a problem, until I started speaking out about a certain candidate. Until I started to become political and voicing my opinions on that. That's it. That's all that happened. I called people stupid, and they became so triggered that my entire family is now being stalked, harassed, and threatened, you know, like to be killed and stuff like that. And real evidence of it actually happening, of things happening, of this person trying to orchestrate something. I've been doing it for a long time. So, again, his account is Wibla. No Sleep Wibla was his channel, and he'd sat there and he'd doxed my street address for fucking like a year. He had my street address typed into the title of a video on YouTube for no reason. He would put pictures of my family in thumbnails of his streams, and the stream wasn't even his stream, it was a stream he stole from me and just reposted on his channel. This guy is trying to create an insurance scam. He's trying to kill somebody and create an insurance scam. He probably has some fake insurance policy he took out, pretending to be somebody's relative or something. This fucking piece of shit is a scammer, and he got the information through police. The rest, you can do whatever you want the rest, but that much is obvious. Because, you know, we've shown some police corruption. Now, they're not all stupid. The thing I did today was for the reaction, where I was just calling him stupid, and that was for a reaction. Again, I didn't expect him to sit here and attack the 911 service and take that down. But again, if you were at all interested in what's actually going on, I tried to fucking warn you. And then conveniently, also in that same stream, I was talking about how, well, in the streams leading up to that, I was talking about how I did actually have a 911 call that I needed to place. Yeah, and had an issue with it. Yeah, had an issue with police. On a 911 call, the police gave me an issue. Yep, on a 911 call, the police gave me an issue. What the fuck? So again, I'll say to you, you sound really fucking stupid when you come on and you make your dismissive comments and you don't know all the facts. You sound really fucking stupid. That wasn't 911, that was a scammer. I called 911 and didn't get 911, I got a scammer. That's why. That's what happened. I promise. That's what happened. Fucking liars. And maybe she even works, maybe she's even at the police station, but I guarantee you she's a scammer. And she's doing it. She wouldn't give me her badge number. She doesn't give that out. But apparently police don't respond to 911 calls either. Huh. Fascinating stuff. And I'm not talking about when it was down today. I'm talking about when I contacted them and they just sort of didn't send police out. Oh, we don't send police out. Huh? Yeah. Scam. So again, this is the point. And then didn't want to give me her badge number, became irritated. There it is. I called 911. And the call lasted 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And this scammer didn't send a single fucking officer out. And even when we reported this to the state police, we had to call them all day long before they sent a state trooper out way later. Like, we had to call them all fucking day. Again, this asshole that's stalking us has been reported to the state police. We reported that information. We showed them the screenshots of him talking, literally pretending to be my mom and saying sexual things in my chat. And stuff like that. We showed him all the screenshots of him impersonating police in chat and stuff like that. Yeah, we showed all that. And then the harassment proceeded to get worse. Not better. Worse. Fascinating, isn't it? Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Almost as if he's using that connection, those cell phone abilities, to look into the officer. Because the officer's just a citizen, he can do the same thing to the officer, and somehow find some way to manipulate him into disbelieving in some way, or, you know, or just get him to sort of kind of, you know, look the other way or something like that, with whatever it is he's doing. It's pretty sad when, again, like I said, you spend 7 minutes on the phone with 911 and it's very clear that that's a scam and that the service doesn't work. Yeah, because again today I already showed you that it went down clearly. It's all over the state that this 911 service went down today, and it happened literally as I was doing that stream that I showed you, conveniently in that place where that attack happened, and documenting that the police were stupid, quote stupid, not doing anything, yada yada. So he feels so inclined and feels so liberated to attack the emergency lines. You're like, that's the point. Oh, he's there. Oh, he's talking about they're stupid and they're not. Oh, okay, well then they're not looking. Oh, okay, well then I'll go ahead and attack them. And that's what he thought. Yeah, but the police can actually change that because, again, we did report it to the state police. So again, the police can change that. Instead of sitting here, you know, just letting us go on and on and on and on, you can do something. There's plenty of evidence of stuff that indicates another device is, you know, again, and there are security measures for this. We're not talking about somebody logged in, because I would have security measures for that on YouTube, and YouTube would be aware of that too. We're talking about how, again, the person has a cloned device. You know, like essentially they have a phone, and the phone has it's everything that's on mine. They can literally just do that. It's literally just a copy of what my phone is. That's what they're doing. So they can see all the messages, and again, that's why I can turn the signal off and still have signal. Shouldn't be able to do that. I shouldn't be able to turn off my mobile data and my Wi-Fi, cut this completely off from wireless signals, even turn on airplane mode, and be able to scroll through Facebook entirely and watch videos. I shouldn't be able to do that. That's kind of obvious. Okay, and I've told you that these scams and these trackers are coming from Facebook. I've told you this. This is where the info comes from. This is where this is a data mining central. He didn't get it from YouTube, he got it from Facebook. So yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. Like to think that after all this, all the stuff we've proved, showed you that it would be literally anything else except what I said. And then again, like I said, this guy comes in chat to show you how guilty he is. He hasn't shown up for a while. You haven't seen him for a while. Yet he shows up at chat to sit here and dox and threaten to murder my mom. Fascinating, isn't it? Sounds pretty fascinating stuff. So anyway, yeah, we have lots of interference. We've been having interference. We've been having, like essentially the point is trying to break all my devices, trying to destroy everything. You know, just that's the purpose. And again, the feds could get this guy based on federal reasons because we know this is politically motivated. You know, he shows up saying a lot of this around, you know, conveniently after all this stuff happens, you know, where I start talking about Trump. I start talking about that stuff. You could easily say it's political. He conveniently is so triggered anytime I start using the chat GPT out there in the hot tub, and we're in the hot tub, and he knew about the hot tub today, and he knew about the hot tub. Just happened to say that. Just happened to be a piece of information that he just sort of kind of knew about today. Just coincidence, you know. Just of all things, you know, that guy came. He just knew. He just somehow knew. Fascinating stuff. So you switch carriers, what's going to happen is they're just going to switch with you. Going to get a guy at that carrier now. Maybe it'll be easier. I don't know. But I think that's the case, and I think that it just spreads it out. It's just going to topple that system then too. I think AT&T needs to accept they're being attacked after the breach. You know, the breach is what it is, but a lot of it happened through them. They're being attacked. Microsoft's the same thing. No, seriously, Microsoft. That's why he can do this with my data and clone the like. That's why, because with AT&T you can do it through them because they had a breach. Well, Microsoft owns LinkedIn. Did you know that? LinkedIn had a massive breach. Yep. And that's more than likely what he's using is that particular one. But yeah, like, again, that's what a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people don't even know that Microsoft owns LinkedIn. A lot of people don't even know that. This is ridiculous. The feds should have fucking divided the shit out of that company, and they own too much. They own too much. It's just terrible. So that was the interference today, and again, I showed you the examples of today when you know, literally just constant messing with the signal and stuff like that, even though we clearly have 5G plus full service. Fascinating stuff, right? And I already confirmed and proved to you guys on the Faraday bag stream that when in the Faraday bag, the device sits there, and it literally just loses all mobile signal. No service. It actually does say that. It does properly block that mobile signal that he's constantly connected to. Except, he's also constantly connected to my Wi-Fi somehow. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Even though I know what devices are connected to my network, I can see that. And I've confirmed that he doesn't have any devices, nothing. I can see what they are. So again, he is connected by cloning phones, doing this remotely. I can clearly see what devices are connected to my network at any given time. I've always been able to do this. It is not hard to do. I also know that that a certain person is doing this, and it is a little convenient that I called this person out, because I think that they're leaking information. I think that a certain person gave my information to this other person, or maybe this is him, and he's just pretending to be somebody else. But I think he's doing this. I really do. It's kind of obvious, you know, where maybe he's been scamming me for a very long time, and you know, like just pretending to be cool and stuff like that. I mean, I've known him for a really long time, but what a shame if that was the case. And I sort of called him out a bit, conveniently, and that was recent. And it was because it was pretty obvious that there's a certain thing that you would never ask if you know all this shit. You know all this about networking and technology and IT and stuff like that, and you ask a certain question a certain way, it's going to be very obvious to me. Like let's just say this. The question didn't make sense. You asked the question, and the answer was in the question. It didn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying? Almost like asking it to try to figure out what something was, what information was. Knowing that that's not really the case. Like, he just wants information. You can just... So like, that's the point. Like, I don't know, but I am like I said, I have talked to somebody already, and you know, it's just like I know the pricing for that is usually not fun, but well, you know, it's the sort of thing where the technology that this deals with is not necessarily something that the average authorities can handle, if that makes sense. They won't recognize it. They won't. They have no clue. They're just gonna exactly do exactly what they. And that's the point. That's what he counts on. It is exactly what he counts on. It's very carefully orchestrated. So clearly, this guy has tapped in the phones and learned that these morons really just declare this. And they don't look into it. They just declare this, so he's just gonna fucking start doing it. And they're just gonna declare now all he has to do is just fucking start burning cars down, and they'll just be like, oh fuck, it was just that. Fuck. Yeah, we'll just mount batteries and catch cars on fire, and he'll just, wow, it's just fuck. Nobody looks into it. Well, shit, jeez, you know. Like, yeah, sure, fuck. Meanwhile, your entire 911 system went down while I was recording that. And I've been proving that there's interference. I've been proving this person can do things like this. We had a certain other battery issue a while back. We had a certain other battery issue a while back. regarding a vehicle. Yeah. So the point is to do it a little bit and spread it out. So again, stupid fucking people that go through the same motions every time dismiss it for the exact reason they always dismiss it for. Oh, well, that can happen. Well, then I'm not talking to the right people. You're all dumb. And she's gonna start using that more and more and more and more and more. Tried to warn you. Entire fucking 911 emergency system went down in the state of Pennsylvania today. So, here's what you have to be worried about. Let's say he does this. Let's say somebody does this and they clone your device. They have this, like he is doing, and they've started to do it more. Here's what you have to worry about. Another thing you have to worry about. The fact that the possibility of, you know, posing as you, identity theft and fraud is just way too great. You know, like that's always the point. The pose is, you know, like a family member or this person or that person. You know, a lot of times they'll do this for the purposes of an insurance scam. And you know, if this person is sitting here, and they know what happens, like they can orchestrate something where, you know, they destroy something or something like that, and then suddenly, you know, call that in for the fake insurance thing that they pulled out in this person's name and stuff like that. That's a lie. Well, yeah, I mean, it's right there. But this is, you know, that's enough. I mean, I guess that's enough. It's the sort of thing where, like, so much has happened with interference that I like, and since the beginning, that like it's just super obvious, and there's just too much to say, and that's why you'd have to like see it. You'd have to actually follow it. You can't just sit there and you can't just one off. Oh, I know everything, you know, and just I'm an asshole. I know everything, and just very simple fucking answer for what it is. No, you're stupid. You will get scammed, and you probably do get scammed by this person. Congratulations. And by the way, to the fucking moron that's sitting here and posting that comment all over Facebook, yet to the fucking moron that's doing it, I'm pretty sure he took a picture of your kid and put it all over his fucking Facebook or his fucking YouTube page. So, again, he's just taking fucking pictures of people off Facebook and putting them all over the place and using them and doxing people, pretending to be other people. Okay, so again, you want to sit here and continue to look like a fucking idiot, offering yourself up like that in comments by not supporting other Americans. Okay, keep looking like fucking retards. Do it. And you will see that you're going to just get scammed. Somebody's just going to use that. And it's just going to escalate, it's going to get worse. But, you know, you could stop being fucking retards and stop literally just posting your innermost stupid fucking thoughts all over everybody else's shit because you are too fucking dumb to keep your stupid fucking mouth to yourself. And then it actually does damage because you're stupid. truth, though. Like, if you know, your job was to sit here and consider this and investigate it, would you still jump to the same stupid fucking conclusion? Or would you just do exactly as you're told to do? That's the point. Like, you just sit there behind your stupid little keyboard with one piece of information, like a retard. Durr! Oh, there's a durr on this! A durr! Facepalm! I know everything! 'Cause I'm a retard! Jackass. Fuck you. Stupid. Your entire family votes for Trump. Stay the fuck away from me. You're all a bunch of fucking racist, fucking narcissist terrorists. Stay the fuck away from me. Entire goddamn family votes for fucking Trump. Shut the fuck up. You literally just jump to conclusions, and you literally sit there, and you literally just talk about people, make your stupid fucking quick decisions about things that you know nothing about. Moron. God, you're fucking stupid. Like, I just can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the sort of thing where you just think about how dumb it sounds. Like, after all this has happened, we've been proving it, we've been doing all this work, we've been showing it, we've been literally proving without a shadow of a doubt. I even had the Faraday bag and everything. It's fucking moron. Literally just still a retard. Just making his dumbass fucking comments. Still. So, you know, like, this is the point. You know, he's using that. He will manipulate it, as he already tried to. Conveniently around this person making that comment, he shows up in the chat, super triggered. And shows up in the chat after today, after the 911 thing, super triggered. Yeah. Doxing people's names. Saying he's gonna murder somebody. Just out of curiosity, you know, I thought it was illegal to say that you're gonna murder somebody on a live stream. Pretty sure that's not legal to do. Yeah. So anyway, this person stalks people and harasses them. That's what they do. And that's what he's been doing to my mom. He's been stalking her. And he literally, like, talks to my brother. I'm pretty sure they're like, you know, like, he, like, talks to him. Meanwhile, he's stalking and harassing my mom. Making death threats in my chat. Yeah. These are the retards. That talk to, like, that's the point. That's why you look fucking stupid. You literally don't support anybody. You just, like, you show up to look smart at various times because you think you know something, just like that asshole posting his stupid fucking comment thinking he knows something. That's the point. You all look exactly as dumb as he wants you to look. He needs you to be that fucking dumb. Because he's looking, he's going all through your shit, he can see all of it, he's getting your data, he's eventually going to start doing the same fucking bullshit to you. Maybe he already has. and you're too fucking stupid to see. There is no fucking way this guy is doing all of this and isn't doing it to further doing. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way. He just sits on YouTube violating their policies, violating federal law for an entire year. Federal law. Like, literally, I'm not making this up. I'm watching a live stream with 1,200 people watching, and this guy starts typing my full name and address in a live chat with 1,200 people watching so fast. He does it so fast, the chat, like, sees nothing but that. And yet, when I'm in a chat, and I'm typing in a live chat, and I try to spam something in a live chat, YouTube sits here and blocks it and censors it. And trust me, it's political. Yeah, it's in the political streams where I'm talking about Trump and I'm just trying to spam as much as everybody else is, but for some reason YouTube's blocking that. And causing a problem for me, even though I can clearly see anybody else can spam just fine. And he clearly could spam my address and my full name so goddamn fast in NBC's live chat of a plane crash coverage that I was reacting to. That, again, over 1,200 people saw my full name and address. Imagine that. And he proceeded to sit here and exist on this platform for an entire year before, just randomly disappearing, removing all the shit, and changing his channel name. It's still there, he just changed it. He didn't get removed. Nope. So, you know, again, he better hope that I don't run into him. He better hope. But I have my suspicions at this point. And I got news for you. If we sit here and find out that you were linked to taking down the 911 network, holy shit, you're in for it, man. Like that's it. Like that's the end. That's it. Because already you've been doing things that are very obviously politically motivated. Yeah. Anyway, this has been the confirmation. And remember how he responded? Did you guys see that? You know, he's loving the fact that we confirmed, you know, like, responding great. We confirmed, you know, like, all, you know, like, that he was able to do these attacks and stuff using power, drawing too much power from things. He loved that. He loved that I confirmed that he was doing that. And again, I told you guys, we have had so fucking many issues where it's very obvious what he's doing is causing an issue for a battery. He is using a battery. He's drawing too much power from that battery. That thing. That's it. And, oh, trust me, we have obvious documentation of some things going on that don't add up. Like I said, the phones, none of that adds up. Nobody can explain it, except when you explain it with what I've just explained it with. And him lining up with all that and taking credit for it. I mean, he's taking credit for it. That's admittance of guilt. Like, do you normally don't you normally arrest people that are admitting that they're trying to kill people? Like, this guy's literally just trying to kill people. He's admitting it. Comes in chat, says red rum. Fuck's the matter with you if you don't literally just investigate this guy immediately. Expose everything he's doing. Yeah, he's typing red rum in chat. He's making threats. He's doxing people. Street address. He's following all these people around. He's fucking her at their phones. He's got all their information stored on their hard drive. Endless pictures and stuff on them and stuff. He's got all this stored on his... He's literally just like stockpiling this information, selling it and stuff like that. This is the point. He's stealing usernames. He's stealing your usernames, and just selling them. And you know, especially if you have like games or something like that. Like, that's the point. Like, it's ridiculous. This guy is literally just sitting here trying to run scams off of everybody. He's already doing it. And he shows up to show you he's doing it. Obviously not coming in on the main account anymore, clearly. But shows up on a made-up alt. It's a random person's name. And yeah, it's probably a real name. Yeah, probably. Probably just took that off of Facebook somewhere. One of my friends, probably a friend of a friend, more than likely. That would be my guess. Probably took that like off of a friend, more than likely. Which is how he would have had to have found my Facebook in the first place. Because all my shit's private. He couldn't have found me except by through, again, my retard sibling who decided to literally come in my chat and show his true colors the one day, and then this piece of shit joined in with him. So that was the whole point. That started it. And again, this is the whole point. He's always been doing this all over social media, where basically it's just people that make declarative, dismissive situations about your situation, but they don't really privy to it. They don't know anything about it. They literally just know very little information, and they're lying. They often lie and are in denial. I remember I sat here, the one day my brother was here. He was literally sitting here, and he kept literally swearing up and down. It smells. It's like a chemical. It smells like chemical. It's ammonia. It must be ammonia. He's like just getting this idea. Like, I don't know where the fuck he gets that from. Probably from the scammer. So like, that's the point. He's just like getting this idea, and I was like, oh, no, I actually know what that is now. Before you came over, I was actually using like some of the Clorox like disinfectant wipes and stuff like that. I was like cleaning shit and wiping shit down and stuff like that, and I was cleaning stuff. And he was like sitting right next to this thing that I had doused with like disinfectant and stuff like that. And then I looked at the back of the ingredients, and yeah, sure enough, that, yeah. And so like that's the point. Like, I kept telling him that, but he was literally just wouldn't let it go. No, it's not that. It's like literally just as if I don't know what the smell is that I just created with the cleaning products I use. Just telling him what it was. He's literally just full of shit. I had a job where I literally was paid money for 5 years to know how to smell things. It was paid money for that. I was good at it. And this fucking asshole is sitting there just creating a lie out of thin air. So this is why I call you all assholes. You just like talk about people and you say shit, you make shit up, you sit here and you fucking start making up lies to yourself to talk about later with fucking people so you could talk about something, you have something negative to talk about. You are terrible. You're disgusting. You just talk about people and exacerbate things that aren't actually happening. So then, you cause other people that are spying on you, because we're in the middle of World War III, to fucking start attacking those people that you're talking about because you're stupid. That's it. You're just fucking dumb as shit. And you don't know what you're talking about. You make shit up. Damn, you're stupid. I literally, how many fucking times I tell you that's what it was? And then you leave, and I look at the ingredients, and it's like, oh yeah, I knew it, fucking moron. It literally says it on there, too. It's not that! Ammonia is right on the fucking ingredient. Duh! Jeez. duh. I'm gonna keep being duh. This is why I act like this, because this is how the people are in real life. You act like this in real life, too? You can't be normal? This is the fucking point. No, I'm real. I'm the real one. I'm the only real one. I'm the only one on this goddamn platform that tells any fucking truth or has any transparency whatsoever. That's why I'm being attacked! Because I tell the truth! Idiots! Using that! You're so dumb! And then you exacerbate it, you cause all these problems for me, and force me to tell people you're stupid! You're the one that literally sits there and tells it, like, you just make up lies, entire stories that aren't even true. I found out you told friends of mine that my dad was a samurai in Japan. I found this out. Yeah, you apparently you started being friends with my friends or something like that. Yeah, this really happened. And I don't care who I'm embarrassing, because fuck you. You embarrassed me in my chat, so I'm embarrassing you. This motherfucker, I had to find out through my friends that he had told this whole lie about how my dad was a samurai in Japan. And he was just lying about this and like saying that he taught him all these sword things and stuff. So like it just started dawning on me that like that's the whole point. He's probably been lying for like decades, telling people he's a martial artist, making up all these stories and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I actually did it, had a school, and this was causing problems for me. And he was just doing this. And he has no idea what this actually does. He's so dumb, he doesn't know what telling your ex-employees, people that you used to work with, complete fabricated lies like this. He has no fucking clue. And again, we're talking about somebody like 30 fucking years old saying this shit. Yeah. You want to look like a real fucking saint. Meanwhile, you did shit like that for X amount of time, and you know that you fucking did that. So stop it. I never once said that. Never once held it over your head. Never once even... I didn't embarrass you with it either. Asshole. Not once. And I could have. This whole time, I could have. This whole fucking time, not once. And meanwhile, all you're doing is causing more problems, more problems, more problems. And now what do you show up to try to look supportive now? Fuck you. You gave this stalker what he needed. That's it. So yeah, I was out with it because I'm done. That's so fucked up that you did that. And the point is, I never said anything. I never even said it to you because I didn't even want you to be embarrassed by it. But no. No, you have to, your stupid fucking relatives that got nothing to do with me are coming in here making stupid fucking comments because you're talking about it. Because you're stupid. Stop it! Stop talking about people that you know nothing about. You haven't even been here. You don't even live here. You haven't. Shut the fuck up. And stop pretending like you do. Like, why do you always try to pretend? Like, this is the point. You made up all these stories, fucking lie and shit. That's why I don't fucking trust you. And then you come in chat with that stupid fucking bullshit where you don't support your own brother. You literally back up the jackass that's bullying me in chat. You're a piece of shit. Should I tell everybody how you used to throw me the fuck around when you were younger too? Yeah. Should I tell everybody that? Yeah, I'd just be walking through the living room, and you just like sort of throw me across the room just for no apparent reason whatsoever. Should I tell everybody about that too, or should we just start stopping? Should we stop somewhere, you piece of shit? Because I could keep going. I could keep reminding people why I'm pissed at you. But you want to keep exacerbating it. You come in with your stupid shit and your dumb little fucking comments. Stay away. Asshole. Actually giving a scammer what he needs. Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that. I did martial arts from the time I was 9 years old. It was like 9 or 8, something like that. Till I was, now basically. I mean, I'm still doing it. But, like, the point is, I taught. I've never really stopped. I mean, like, now obviously I don't do as much when I don't have a school. But, I'm a Sifu. I earned that. I earned that black sash. I took that test. I earned that training. I didn't lie about it. And I sure as hell didn't get shown a sword form and then very obviously have problems doing it and then get frustrated and then run away. Yeah. So, again, let's stop there, because you want to go ahead and continue embarrassing me in my chat. I'll just go ahead and let it all out and tell everybody every stupid motherfucking thing that led to your present day situation. Every stupid motherfucking thing. All the stupid fucking bullshit that I had to put up with. Yeah, remember all the times we were in the car? And I was just too young to do anything about it, and you just punch me for no reason whatsoever? Do you remember that? And I'd say, ow, stop. And I'd hit you back, but it wouldn't hurt. You'd think it was funny because I was little and I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, it was shit like that that made me want to go into fucking martial arts, you motherfucker. So yeah, the point is I never told anybody because you did it. And I didn't want to embarrass you. So, let's stop, shall we? Because again, this is ridiculous. You constantly, and then you literally came in my chat that day trying to say, oh, I care. Meanwhile, you never sent a message. If you cared, you would have sent a fucking private message. Nope, you just came in chat to agree with the fucking scammer that's sitting here trying to bully somebody in chat. Agreeing with him. Again, oh, I care. Well, where's my private message then? Asking me that question. No, you asked it in my chat, not in my private messages. Yeah, and then after this, you proceed to have some tirade where you blow up in the messages and act completely immature. Ridiculous! I'm done with all of it. Y'all are just liars. Every last goddamn one of you. I'm the only one sitting here just like literally just telling you the exact fucking thing that's going on. And then morons come in my chat. He's this. He's this. I'm literally just telling you the fucking truth. This is happening. This is happening. And then the morons doing it come in to show they're doing it on their fake fucking accounts. And you're like too stupid to realize it. Too stupid to look at the account and see that it was made today. So yeah, you want to know my opinion? I think you're a goddamn criminal, and I think that you're trying to scam your own mother. That's what I think. And I think you need to stay the fuck away. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll say it to your face if I ever see you try to come here. Fuck you. Just like the other one that was trying to come here and linger around even though my mom did not want that person here. And they were lingering around, looking at vehicles. Interesting, isn't it? Never mind the fact that I am more than capable of being plenty violent if I so choose to be. I have all this martial arts ability. If I so choose to be, I could have easily been violent, yet I'm displaying this outwardly. I'm showing it to you. I'm getting pissed right in front of you. I'm showing you the exact emotion. Real scary. Super ultra scary shit. I'm not hurting anybody. You're coming in here looking real fucking ridiculous, though. And following people around on social media, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, but then not being, yeah, ha ha ha, I can look real smart and give my little smart, little snarky comment. Stupid little fucking comment. Meanwhile, you don't give a shit. You just want to like like little likes for making somebody feel bad. I'm done. I'm done with it. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from anybody from that side. I don't want them to comment on my shit, and if they do, they're getting blocked. It's that simple. They're stupid. And you're falling into it. You're becoming dumber by the fucking day. Duh! I'm the realest one on this fucking platform. Who else sits here and says the fucking shit I do and calls shit out the way I do other than Asmongold? I'll wait. Other than Asmongold. I'll wait. And even he just doesn't get it. And he misses it sometimes. Coffeezilla. Voidzilla. Alright, maybe him. Yeah, for sure him. Alright, him too. Him too. Yeah, Voidzilla. I don't know anybody else that has the fucking balls. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm fucking done with this stupid shit. I'm done with everybody trying to look a certain way off of somebody else's fame. This is all you've been trying to fucking do. He stopped going to fucking martial arts so goddamn long ago. Unbelievable. I have ranked somebody for a black sash. I have done these things. Do you have the ability to do? Can you do that? Did you earn a black sash in Kung Fu? And I wouldn't normally do these things. But this is the point. This fucking asshole, like, and all these fucking people like this, literally use this. They use it. And they don't even have it. They try to use it and they don't even have it. It's mine. And they try to use it in some way. And even I don't do that. Yeah, I have really tried very, very hard not to pull rank, not to tell you what system I came from, what knowledge base I have, so that you definitively know without a shadow of a doubt my skill level. But I had to, unfortunately. I had to reveal that information. Because I got sick and tired of the stupid fucking shit. Of people denying this or that just because, again, alright, well, fine. I'll tell you exactly. And then it's like, well, now knowing where that information comes from, now do you fucking question it? No, that's right. That's what I fucking thought. And the whole point is, like, all you people that don't do martial arts, you show exactly who you are. The martial artists, they're right on, but they're like, damn, that's cool. And all the rest of you that are trolls, that don't know how to defend yourselves, that look like fucking idiots, you show up to troll the dumbest shit that is out of context. Like, again, like when I was standing out there on the training floor and the surface was wet and I was in socks and there was leaves. Okay, so first of all, have you ever stood on one of those floors when it's wet to know how slippery it is? Have you? Secondly, have you stood on there wearing socks? Thirdly, have you ever done a side kick while standing on there wearing socks at full speed while doing it properly and bringing your knee up and being super tall and lanky? Okay, that's what I thought. There's like all these factors that are going into why my foot was shifting around. Fourth, fifth, whatever the fuck we're at. Last but not least, foot shifting around does not indicate anything. Literally, it's supposed to. If you can't shift your foot while standing on one foot to demonstrate something, you're a bad fucking instructor. If you got a fucking, like that's the point. Like, yeah, not every single time when you're standing on a goddamn wet surface and like, literally, if I didn't shift my foot, I would have went up, straight up in the air and fell on my ass. So I shifted my foot Because my footwork's good! Retards! Just like all the fucking clips I showed you where I'm doing shadow boxing, full speed, full tilt, in snow up to my goddamn knees. And I'm literally probably the only one I know that doesn't speed up the footage. You know, a lot of those martial artists, when you see those stabs and you see the moves, it's sped up. You know that, right? I'm probably one of the only ones who doesn't speed it up. Even in the movies, they speed it up. Yeah, the fight scenes and stuff, you think the actors are that fast because they speed it up. They're just better, the technology's better at making it look less ridiculous. So all these people just don't know how fast a martial artist is supposed to look and what a real video is, too. Yeah. I remember I was watching a drummer drum really fast and stuff like that. And like some of the comments said it looked like it was sped up. And I was looking at it and I was actually like, no, actually this one's not. This is a thing where I know, like with drumming, because of doing it enough and recording enough videos with it, I know having that knowledge and that experience, it just looks like that. Sometimes when you drum, really, truthfully, people can drum so fast. Sometimes it looks goofy. It looks like you sped up the... It really does. Some of those drummers are so... And I'm one of them because I know. Because I used to play super fast. I used to always do that. And yeah, you guys saw that video I posted where, you know, clearly it's not sped up. It just looks goofy and looks like it is. And, you know, it's like, well, I just recorded that on an old-ass fucking iPhone forever ago when I actually had one. And so, like... You know, like, I just have the experience and I know that. Just like I have the experience to know exactly what martial arts looks like when it's sped up. I know what it's supposed to look like. I'm the instructor. I have taught thousands of people, not hundreds, thousands of separate people. And I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, when something is sped up or it's not. Because again, I know based on the effort put in, the way they're moving, the rate at which they're moving, their footwork, everything, I can deduce whether or not it's sped up. I can just tell just looking at it. The same way I can look at a picture of one of my students who posted online and I can give him a quick tip. I can be like, remember to keep the elbow up or something like that, you know. Because A, he's my student. B, I can literally look at his stance and tell his elbow should be up. And, you know, again, I probably sparred that guy a bunch of times and knew that that was always an issue, or saw him do forms and knew that was always an issue and had to keep reminding him. So, again, I'll remind you of the fact that people that are experts for things that they know what to look for in certain fields, you better listen to what they're saying, because they're speaking truth and they're trying to tell you about it. You know, it's just like all the experts that try to tell you about Trump. And all the experts that are warning you about what's going on anywhere in the world. And just like I'm not the only one telling you about the cell phone thing too, and the cloning and stuff like that. I mean, Jesus, even Ray William Johnson did a story on cell phone swapping on YouTube and talk, like he does true crime stories and it does a good job with them. It's awesome, by the way. You should go check out his channel, by the way. Ray William Johnson has a newer channel instead of equals 3. It's not really that, I shouldn't say it's new. Like he's had it for a while. I think he just you know, doing other stuff and things like that, but it's pretty regular now. Actually, I think he has one every day. You should check it out. It's really good. But anyway, he does true crime stories, and Ray William Johnson is a no bullshit guy. He does not. He has a long history of. Trust me, he will not sit there and bullshit you. He will just tell the truth. He does not care about telling the truth. And I'm the same way. I just sort of get on here and no, it's this, you know? And that's what I'm doing here. And that's what I'm trying to do. And even if it hurts me to have to do that with somebody that's close to me, unfortunately, because they showed up after being told not to many, many times and showed up to be an enemy, not a friend. So yeah, I will absolutely draw that line, because you already did. You already did. You already told the enemy exactly who you were, that you're on their side, not mine. I got plenty of friends that know that a lot of the stuff I say on here is to bait this guy, to get him to talk, to get him to say something, to get him to make a mistake. A lot of my friends know not to listen to it, know it's bullshit. But they also know when I'm speaking truth. A lot of the friends that have known me all over the years. A lot of my friends that have known me through martial arts too, and you know, known the legitimacy of that, been to the school. It's unfortunate to have to deal with somebody that you think is, you know, your friend, or supposed to care about you, and all they've ever really done is work against you. Even from like younger, like maybe you know them a long time, and this is kind of how they were, and they never really got over it. You know, like they've always done this, and you just started as an adult now picking up on it. They've always done this, and they blame other people for it. They blame this, they blame that. Oh, no, it was like this. No, but really, it was them. That didn't fix this issue. They just tried to deny it, and run from it when people call it out. So anyway, you know, again, I have a high IQ, and a lot of people don't, and a lot of people are, I guess, sort of jealous, I guess, because I've said this. I shouldn't. I realize that I shouldn't talk about this. Part of the reason I say this is to help you understand why I come to such a quick conclusion about things. I can often quickly analyze something. I'm about 6 to 8 steps ahead of that asshole that had the quick dismissive response in the comment. Like, I had already you know what I mean? Like, I'd already done that. That was already long past gone. I already considered all that, every single fucking aspect of that. And have been way ahead of that. And so, like, again, like, that's why it just sounds so stupid. You know, like, because the point is not that it would be discredited, but just the fact that this moron would actually offer that, but then appear to make it seem like, you know, I you know, like that I was just so abhorrently misunderstanding of the situation that I would actually be that vocal about it and crazy about it if I didn't truly believe that wasn't happening. Yeah, that's the point. And that's what this stupid, dismissive person believes, is that, you know, somebody would be that crazy about it without even considering that very obvious thing that you can Google right away. What a fucking retard. Like, that's the point. Like, what a fucking retard. Like, just stop. You're all dumb as shit. You're listening to somebody that's giving you invalid, bogus information anyway. This fucking guy's... like, that's the point. Like, he's been lying a long time. So... And, you know, this has been a long time coming. Like, people playing fucking games over social media. So social media is now being weaponized. We already confirmed that the Russians used Facebook to lie about our election. We know that. The Russians used Facebook to get Trump the win the first time, to take out ads, to lie about Trump. Flat out took out misleading ads on Facebook. We already know that. And you're sitting here looking really fucking stupid. Just giving them all the information they need. Fighting on Facebook. Showing up with your quick, dismissive, stupid fucking shit. You're dumb. And if anything, given the fact that you do that type of job, like technology and stuff, yeah, you're probably the fucking one that they want to manipulate and use. And you showed up. Idiot. Let me ask you a question, guys. Let me ask you something. In all the time I've been doing this, has Scammer Payback or Pierogi made the mistake of showing up in my chat or commenting on things? Has any pen tester done that? Nope. Nope. So why the fuck do you show up with anything that isn't support? When somebody's being attacked, victimized, harassed, why is anything not just, I'm sorry that happened? Because you're dumb. Oh my, people that can't take when they're wrong. Yeah. Good. Out of here. And again, remember, somebody's been doing this, like the whole data thing with like the identity theft thing and the data thing. Somebody's been doing that to me since I owned my school. Like, that's how long it's been going on for me. Oh, the government still isn't doing anything. Like, basically, since like, well, I'm not gonna say the year, but like over 15 years, basically. Yeah. So, it's pretty deep. It's been going on a long time. So, you with your quick, dismissive, stupid fucking comments look like an idiot. Again, I just don't know how many times I can say how stupid you look. You know, something I've been tracing back to 15 years ago. Again, involving an actual background check that I am not going to post the results of, you retards. And I keep saying this, but you come in on momentarily. You don't learn the actual fact. You just momentarily come in and listen to this and that. It's just stupid as hell. Meanwhile, I'm actually fucking investigating it. Ay, ay, ay. So anyway, I am sorry to Nate the Combine again. Sorry, man, but you know, like you gotta bring a parent on here if you're gonna use YouTube. I think you're gonna find that's a pretty common. I think most creators should agree with this. I hope so. Don't be spending time in chats and stuff. If you're not an adult, and you should be accompanied by, like there should be a very obvious presence of an adult. Like it shouldn't just be all, you know, like you and stuff like that on your content. So again, like just we need to see that somebody's not somehow using your information somehow and making accounts with it. We need to see an adult presence. That's all. You know, like make sure everything's okay, that sort of thing. Like it just seems weird. It's a huge red flag. So like that's why like I've been sort of a certain way. You come in and you say something that, you know, I don't want to be rude to you or anything, but yeah, unfortunately I can't have that. And this is why in the past, you know, like I've had to block some of you and stuff like that. I don't mean to be rude, but you can't reasonably think that I can allow you to sit here and be in chat without an adult present with all this shit going on. Hell no. Not all the shit that happens on this platform. You don't want to be a creator. Don't be a creator. Don't do that. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Just don't do it. It's not something I recommend to anybody. You know, it's not. Not anymore, anyway. Years ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, go for it. Anymore, I can't recommend it to anybody. With such stream interference is not even funny. It's obvious YouTube is censoring the stream. Alright, well, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. If you hit a like or you've been supporting, thank you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate my actual supporters, people that are supportive. Thank you, 365. Appreciate it.